good, man? Quote Goats Podcast, episode 21.
21.
I go by the name of Tommy Guns.
Already know what it is, man. It's your boy New York Smitty. We back at it again.
Back at it. Good vibes. I like it when we just do like one-on-ones with you and me. You know, don't get me wrong. I love when the guests come, especially when it's an interesting one and shit. But somebody I seen, because you know people done started commenting on the YouTube and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody watched the one we did like before one of the guests, and they commented like he was like the vibe's different. Like when it's just y'all should do more like only y'all and shit.
That's good feedback. I didn't even know that. Like, you know, yeah, I do like it too when it's just like us two, because it's kind of like, I feel like when the guests here, you know, there's certain questions we gotta ask, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, you know, of course we're still ourselves and shit, but then when it's just me and you, it's like it's a totally different vibe. Yeah, I definitely feel that. So whoever said that, shout out to you.
But it's good to hear that people, because I feel like we, you know, the guest is a good addition, but you know what I'm saying? Like we don't really like need that, but it's like, it's cool when people stop through and shit like that, because we get to learn about and meet new people and shit like that. But it's good that, you know, saying at least one person in the audience was like, you know what I'm saying, y'all don't even need guests, you know what I'm saying? I like just watching the two of y'all chop it up and shit.
The guest is still litty though.
Hell
if you
yeah.
wanna come on, you know what I'm saying, and you're popping, you lit, and come on the show, you know what I'm saying? Because we definitely still have good vibes and good time. But yeah, for sure. Like I like doing the shit, but you know, with just us, it's dope.
Hell yeah.
So what's up? How was your weekend and all that? Like what you do?
It was cool. You know, I had to do a little fucking garden work and shit. Garden work.
How'd that go?
Home owner shit, you know what I'm saying? I never put a fucking sprinkler system in before, but you know, we got a little yard, and I put a sprinkler shit in like when we first moved in, but it was just like a little single one, like in the middle of the grass, and you gotta like program it to spray certain, like you gotta program every position to let the water spray.
Mad difficult and shit.
Yeah, just.
But look, like,
and it's analog. You gotta
look. I gotta tell everybody. You gotta put niggas on. One thing I can tell you about this nigga Tommy, man. He uses YouTube. He definitely utilizes YouTube.
Hell
man. Anything he wants to do, you know what I'm saying. Anybody that's out there that want to do something, go on YouTube. It will teach you everything. Cause this nigga Tommy, I'm like, bro, you know how to do that shit? When you texted me, you told me. It was like, you know how to do that? He was like, nigga, I'm on YouTube with it.
Hell yeah, nigga. YouTube University. Yeah, that's what I always say. You can learn how to do anything on YouTube. It's a tutorial for everything on that bitch.
That's dope. That's dope. Well, for me, you know, I had to work at Snipes. You know, it was busy. Yeah. I had fun.
Told me you had a little run-in.
Yeah, I had a little couple run-ins. Like 2 people wanted to take a picture and shit. It was kind of weird to me a little bit. I'm not saying I ain't saying we famous and like, you know, but at the same time, like it was just weird to know that people are really, you know, I see the views and stuff, but like
in real life, though.
Real time it was pretty cool, but kind of like a little weird, you know, just a little bit.
Yeah, I feel you.
Just I'm not used to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you're gonna get used to it, how things going and shit. But I feel you, like, you know, when I first got like popular with the music shit over here, you know, I would be out, you know what I'm saying, and you know, we black, so sometimes people stare, you know, when you got tattoos and shit, sometimes I wouldn't know why a motherfucker was staring at me when I just be out in the store somewhere, and I didn't know whether to like get ready to fight a motherfucker or do this motherfucker know?
Yeah, Germany, like they stare too.
I'm Tommy Guns and shit, and then you know, most of the time people will come up and be like, "Oh, I love this song," or "I know you from this. Let's take a picture," and shit like that.
Yeah, so it was like the same vibes for me, and I was kind of like, "Oh yeah, man." They were like, "Yeah, Quote Goats, like you're in the podcast thing." I'm like, "Yeah, it's cool." So it was cool, man. It was
crazy
cool
though, right? That
crazy,
people...
crazy that people, you know, a lot of people like our shit, and it basically, you know, for me, because I can say just a little bit about myself. Like I always want to start something, and then like, you know, you kind of get deterred a little bit, and it's like, man, like, but with this, seeing people coming up to me and, you know, actually, you know, talking about the show is kind of like, it made me like, damn, like this is really getting somewhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was a good feeling, you know what I'm saying? It definitely, and I would say for anybody who's watching this, if you got a plan, you want to do something, just do it, man, because you never know. You know what I'm saying? So
hell yeah, you just got to do it, man. I feel like everybody got ideas or some aspirations or some shit they want to do, but a lot of people, probably most people, you know what I'm saying, they never really pursue it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for
They
sure.
never really, because of whatever reason, it could be out of like, you know what I'm saying, out of fear. They want to keep
Insecurity.
insecurity. They want to keep going on the safe route, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing wrong with that, but you know, if you really want to do something, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's opportunities, it's like with the internet and shit, it's information out there. You
Yeah.
can teach yourself
You
how to do
definitely gotta-
whatever.
Definitely got to utilize the internet, and that's the one thing that I like too about this podcast. I feel like on on a personal, my personal life, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a very cocky, confident person, but everybody got their insecurities, and there's certain things that I wanted to do that I didn't, pursue.
Yeah.
Because I was worried about, like, for example, my dancing. I like to dance,
Yeah.
choreography and shit like that. And it's kind of like, I'm like, well, what if people don't like what I do and
Fuck
shit?
'em.
And it's like, now when I'm on the podcast, something that's like, that I'm noticing with these people coming up, it's like, bro, like, at the end of the day, people gonna hate regardless. They're not gonna like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some people that love you. You feel me? So yeah, but so other than that, that was my run-in. And then, kind of like today we went to this little outdoor event thing that, it's like a place where kids like use their senses and stuff and
Okay.
like touch like different types of fabric and they have like this water thing. I think your wife went to it, and yeah,
I don't know if she did or not. I don't know if I heard of that before.
it's pretty
What's the
cool,
name
man.
of it? You
I
remember?
forgot the name, man. It's something in German. Probably couldn't,
Sound like some ecstasy shit. They over there touching
Nah,
carpets and walls and shit.
Nah. It's really cool, man. It's like inferred, and it's like, it's like a lot of kids in there, and they got like water things where you can turn like a well. You can see the water falling down. It's just like,
Like some old science.
it's like outdoor shit.
Okay.
Like, and yeah, man, I had a good time. My daughter had a good time. Like,
Yeah, that's what's up, man. As
I-
long as
that's
your
one
daughter
thing-
had a good time.
yeah, that's one thing I too. Like, I ain't trying to get off topic. That's cool about. I'm not saying the States don't have that, but in Germany, I feel like they have a lot of outdoor things for children.
Yeah, they got a lot of outdoor family fun
Yeah.
things and shit.
And I'm starting to, I know I'll be talking shit about Sundays, but I'm starting to take advantage of my Sundays out here with the family and have family day, and it's a good vibe. That's one thing I do like about Germany. You see a lot of people in the summertime outside. Shit, even in the winter, nigga, sometimes they.
Yeah, even in the winter, they
I'll be out in the
outside.
winter though.
Me
Man.
either.
Fuck that.
Fuck that shit.
But in the summertime, it's cool, man. Like, they be outside, people riding their bikes and shit.
Yeah, they be itching to get outside. Like my wife, she itching to get outside. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, in a few days, we going on a little family vacation, going to a little farm spa hotel.
That's lit.
It's family lit.
Come on, bro. You used to farms though. You love
Man, I left the farm. I left the farm a long time ago. But you know what I'm saying? My wife, she loved nature. She loved animals and shit. And in turn, like, Liam loved like just seeing animals and feeding animals and stuff like that. And, the Germany good for that. You know what I'm saying? For like they real good on, I mean, they real big on like outdoorsy like animal. They real like green, trying to like save animals and save the environment type
Yeah.
shit. Like banning fucking
'Cause
certain type of cars.
a
so
nigga
they-
ain't gonna be out in the woods. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Just
but
out
if when
there.
you got a German wife though, you gonna get your ass. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's a
You
fact.
got to spend that family time, man.
That's
And
cool.
you can't even really, cause I could be like, oh shit, we going to the farm, blah blah blah. But it's time with my kids and my wife. It's quality time. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying? You
and that's
got to
important.
get that in.
It's
You know?
important. That's the shit that they will remember too.
Yeah.
It's- yeah, man. I'm definitely. But sometimes I'll be outside and be like, I be telling my wife, I'll be like, babe, first mosquito that bite me, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate the woods, but it's fun with them, and I really enjoyed myself today. So that's basically what I did this weekend. Seems like we had some good weekends.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Fucking Germany. Yeah. We out here.
Fucking Germany. And it's just so the people know, I know we rag on Germany a lot. We make fun of different shit that we ain't used to, but it's all in good fun.
Yeah,
you
we
know what I'm
live here.
saying?
We live here.
We
We love
obviously
it.
like it here. We
Yeah.
obviously love it here. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gonna get these jokes, and y'all ain't gotta
Yeah.
take so much offense to stuff. And
Yeah,
like,
y'all could talk shit about, man. Y'all be talking shit about
y'all
the
be
states.
talking shit about.
You know what I'm
the
saying? So don't even act like the world be talking shit about the states. Shit, we be talking about the states.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we out here in the first place. Yeah,
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But
Exactly. But, something that we coming to realize, like, people gonna talk shit in them comment sections and shit.
For sure. Yeah, I'm just thinking, man. I'm thinking like today we do a little something different.
A little something special.
Make these people famous. You know what I'm saying? Make them famous.
Let's make them famous, man. Cause a lot of people, which to my surprise, probably to your surprise, a lot of people make like response videos and duets and like.
Yeah, cause I'm learning TikTok. TikTok is so many different.
That shit new as fuck to me.
Yeah, different features, and you be showing me shit. I'm like, bro, where you find this? You like, bro.
I be done just found this shit.
Yeah. But yeah, man, we definitely gonna make a couple of you guys famous. You know what I'm saying? We got some good stuff, got some bad stuff, but we'll chime in on it. So let's get it popping.
We're gonna chime in. Let me see which one I'm gonna play first. Let's see.
Oh yeah, ate up quitting cigarettes. That's why I got the vape.
Yeah, let's see what shot they talking about. Oh, let me start it over. Like Australia, you guys don't have easy access to weapons out there, like fire.
You do know that that's the case with every country.
What's so funny though?
I don't get it.
No, there's no way. Like, the US has got to be a joke.
Okay.
This has got to be a simulation. You know that only there people defend guns over lives.
Yo, why she look like that? Hold on, I want to bully nobody.
Yeah, I don't want to bully nobody.
But hey, I don't get what was funny about that though. Not for real. Can you explain that to me, or should I laugh again?
Maybe she was laughing because it's so laughable that America don't have like stricter gun laws or something like that. I guess
Yeah,
seeing it from her perspective or whatever.
But it's crazy that people make jokes and stuff like one thing that I can say that's related to this comment, right? Mm-hmm. And I know you see it too, where people are always saying like. They throw Americans like all of us in one bowl. We there's not people out there who are against gun laws. And
I know. Like we was obviously agreeing with everything Bartman was saying.
Yeah, that's the point of the video. That's why we're talking about how crazy guns are. How, what's going on. And people, a lot of foreigners, people from different countries that don't even live in the United States, like throw us all in a bunch, like we're all for guns. That should be pissing me off.
I think
sometimes.
that's how they think, because that's how it is in America. Then all Americans love guns and gun ranges and shooting and automatic weapons, and we love war and shit. But that ain't the case. Like, I'm fine with never owning a gun, living over here. Like in America, that's the thing about guns in America, is because you almost have to have a gun, because you don't want to get caught without one by somebody with
lacking.
One. Exactly. In slang terms.
Yeah, explain.
You don't want to get caught lacking.
What is lacking? For people who don't, for our, I don't know how to say it, for our
audience, for our German audience.
For our German audience.
I mean, exactly what I just said. Getting caught. I finna say getting caught slipping, but that's another slang term. But getting caught, like you don't want to get caught when you're not ready, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to stay ready, as they say. You know what I'm saying?
Even if as a responsible person with a gun, you
got to protect yourself and your family if you got one in the States. You know what I'm saying?
Of course,
and that's the conundrum of the gun laws in America.
And of course, if we see, like shootings and things like that when it involves children or anybody, of course, we all know. Like, there are a lot of people out there that are like, don't have guns. Like, we don't want guns. We're pushing for. That's why we have the government. Like, y'all, you know what I'm saying? But hey, the comments they be saying it, so I just let them say it.
Yeah, and we recognize, because every other country has seemed to get it right, because America the only country that all these mass shootings happen all the time. But just because we post these clips, these 1-minute clips of these 2-hour-long conversations, you know what I'm saying? We can't fit every one of our opinions in there. So like, give us a little grace. We just trying to get the conversation started, you know what I'm saying? But you don't have to attack us. We just putting the fucking shit out there to start the conversation, you know what I'm saying? So
you can. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But the rational people among you, you know what I'm saying, realize
Use your brain, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Want to play another
Yeah,
one?
let's play this next one, man. Next person is gonna be famous on here.
Also some like it, you're strong because you.
How do you make yourself black but not look black? Girl, that's what you do.
I had to stop that one real quick. From the jump, homie had me screaming
Yeah.
with the camera all close to his face
Yeah,
and shit.
bro. Why people be doing that shit? Nigga, like, look, his nose was talking like this.
Hold up. I gotta play it one more time.
Yeah, play that shit. Play that shit.
Now, how are you doing this? Impossible. Stop.
Nah, I fucks with boy's point though. Like, don't get me wrong.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree, definitely.
I wouldn't put it quite like him, but
Cause she was definitely like, that's the question we had. Like, why she saying that she black? Like, you know what I'm saying?
yo, but I posted some of them clips on my, Facebook got reels now and shit too. You know how Bartman was telling us like the audience is like super brutal on Facebook and racist and shit.
Yeah.
A lot of people on Facebook was commenting like who are you just because you black to tell this woman she can't be black? It was white people saying it and people from like the Congo and Africa and shit like she could be black if she want to. She ain't the KKK. You wanted to be the KKK? I'm like, come on, man. And then a lot of people was like, oh, blackness doesn't equate to slavery because everybody was enslaved at one point. And
Yo,
I'm like,
people
man, come
just
on.
be
You see the
like-
point. You
This is
just have
like-
to argue.
That's what I'm saying. You ever just like realize like this is characters on the internet, bro?
Nigga, it's a crazy
like
world,
just
man.
characters, bro. Like I just be like, sometimes I be looking at the comments and I be like, yo, are some of these people just be joking or like?
I think it'd be their real views, bro. It'd be like opening my eyes to like how insane the world is.
Yeah, right. Like I be like, yo,
It should be like it was kind of getting me down the other day because I was like, do people really think like this in the world? But apparently they do. I guess the section of people that comment, that be in the comment sections, they just want to argue with something, or that's how they really feel. You know what I'm saying? They just want to be made famous.
like you can't
know?
separate clout from like being like really if that's really them or they just trying to say some
I
shit.
don't know. A lot of them be like, they don't even have a picture, or it'd be like a
Be
anime.
like user 9706.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah.
What the fuck is you talking? Oh, anonymous motherfucker.
Yeah.
But it's engagement though. You know, we have fun with it. Like now, we making y'all motherfuckers famous and shit.
Yeah. But like I said before, I fucked with dudes. I agreed with dudes. Like,
Yeah, I
he was
agree
right.
with him though, and it was funny. That shit.
Gotta back up from the mic, bro. Just a little bit, you know? Back up from the camera.
Oh,
But we appreciate it though.
yeah, we appreciate it. Let's see. I think this one chick, she was pretty fucking upset with what she was talking about. Is this the one?
Like
that
the
ain't the one. Hold
shock
up.
in his voice.
Is this the one?
And I really think y'all doing something.
We
but
gotta
y'all
we
really
gotta
not.
get to that one. I think it was this chick right here.
Port Moresby.
Yeah.
And there was about 20 people.
Hold on, I'm gonna start it from the beginning.
There was one big massacre in Port Moresby.
Stitch
and there was
incoming.
about 20 people.
Have the confidence of this dude. Seriously. He said the massacre was in Port Moresby, which is in Papua New Guinea, not even in Australia. Fucking Port.
Which was an obvious mistake.
Mistake,
Like he didn't
bro.
come. This was.
Yo,
this
bro,
the
that was getting me all week. Like,
It's so many. It's so many comments to them talking about that. But come on, people. The point is still valid. You know what I'm saying? He was just saying that some shit happened in Australia. The government was like, we want to take y'all guns, and the people agreed. You know, and people was like, they didn't just agree. They bought the guns back. That's beside the point.
yeah, bro.
Y'all got rid of guns and stopped the mass shootings. That's what he was trying to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm
he
saying.
ain't no expert on
It was
all
like,
that shit.
it's like, don't get me wrong. I understand, like, okay, just say he got the wrong place. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't that, like, Shorty, like, I seen that week, and I was like, yo, Shorty is going off. Is
She
it
went in.
that deep?
She
Like,
went in. I want to play the rest of that
yo,
shit.
son, I was like, bro.
Port Arthur. It was in the mid-90s. And we're talking like 30 people killed. The
looked-
36
government
people.
bought
She looked like
the
she's having a
guns
breakdown.
back. They weren't seized.
She was singing and
This
shit.
annoys me so much because I am not pro-gun, but I am pro men who don't know what they're talking about to shut the fuck up.
Oh my God.
This guy, if you don't know
bro.
about something.
Yo,
She went the fuck off on Bartman.
bro, son.
She said, "Shut the fuck up." Calm down, lady.
Yeah, like, come on,
It's
man.
not that serious.
She
man.
looked mad as fuck.
She was mad as fuck.
Yo, hold on. I'm gonna apologize. Sorry. Damn.
On behalf of Bartman,
I'm
like,
sorry.
we apologize for his false statements or whatever. But if you scroll a little bit in the comment section, you will find out that it happened in Port Arthur, and it was 36 people killed, and it was in 1996. Just for the correction.
Yeah.
But yeah, people, it's crazy to see how passionate people are getting about the videos. You know, if anything, they make me feel pretty good, you know. But then we had a few people against us. Too.
Womanness on Tinder that you
let me go
don't know.
Make sure you hit the full screen.
You asked
too,
her what her
sometimes.
fantasy was. I'm
Yes,
hitting.
if
I'm
with a
hitting.
woman. I want to know what your fantasy is.
So, Menses. I love this from them. Watch their
Menses.
whole thing because it was good and it's
We appreciate that, Shawty,
Yeah,
shouting
for-
us out.
for sure,
Yeah,
for
you should
sure.
definitely watch the whole thing.
Yeah. Definitely watch the whole thing.
smart. And yes, y'all need to do that when you're in a relationship. Tinder 101, lesson M. Lesson M. I really, really, really,
This is important. What she about to say right here,
So
people.
listen up. Listen up.
really want y'all not to ask a woman this on Tinder that you don't know.
Okay. Good point.
Good point.
Stop starting things with sex because not everybody on there is looking to have sex with you. Be polite. Say hello.
Okay, I think we got her point. Cause that's kind of something I was wondering about too. Cause I was like, that video got like 2.5 million views. So it was it was probably a lot of dudes out there. Was like, I never asked a woman that. You know what I'm saying? They probably missed the whole point of like asking like your life partner this. When,
Yeah, communication.
Communication with somebody who you really, you know what I'm saying, already in tune with and shit on like what you can do better for them or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it was probably a lot of dudes seeing that shit like, that'd probably be a good pickup line because it's obvious. I was surprised that all the comments and all the women that probably never been asked what their fantasy was, and they was like, yes,
Yeah.
yes. What's his name? I need to find him, blah, blah, blah.
And then on top of it, and on top of it, not even really recognizing too, it goes both ways.
Exactly.
Yo.
How many of y'all chicks out there asking your mans is them
Yeah.
that shit?
How you know he don't want a turkey jerk or some shit, nigga? You
They
know what I'm
probably
saying?
scared to find out he want a threesome or some shit like
Yeah.
that.
You know
or
what I'm saying?
some wild. And it also, but that's a good ass point what you just said, but it also hit me like, what's going on with how many women got these outrageous ass fucking fantasies? Because it was a lot of chicks on there that was like, oh, I could never tell my boyfriend that he would leave me for sure. Like, what's going on in your brain, shawty?
Shit.
I mean,
don't
not
know.
trying to kink shame nobody or nothing like that, but
do what you do.
it was obviously it's obviously a lot of outlandish ass fantasies out there that these women got.
You know what thing? I'm gonna just say it, man, because this is a motherfucking Quote Goes podcast.
All right, all right.
Listen, man. Shorties was coming at us, talking about, oh, he's a king, da da da. Shorty from the Netflix show even came at us in a sight
Shorty from the Netflix, the ugly chick. I can say ugly because she plays an ugly character in the
Yeah.
show. Even somebody from Netflix commented like, "Oh, king,"
Yeah, we
and
was like,
shitting on us like,
yeah, shitting on us like we was saying that we you know, I get it. You guys gotta understand the video is, you know, you guys do TikToks.
Yeah.
It's 60 fucking seconds.
60 seconds.
We can only fit in parts of the, you know, the main point of the fucking content.
Exactly.
Like, and people was just judging us, talking about they probably don't. Bro, like, let me tell you something, man. Half of you bitches not even in relationship. Baby daddy not, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna keep it a whole rack.
whole rack.
Like a whole rack. Like half of y'all You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be mean, but don't really look like y'all in relationships, and don't
Bro,
even look like.
It was definitely a certain category of women that was chiming in on that, and like they'll be like, I think I had a blue hat on in there. They be like, the dude in the blue hat, he the one said, "Oh, I'm pleasing my girl." So he definitely, I'm automatic. Just because I said that, I'm automatically not pleasing my girl. Just because I'm confident in the fact that I must be
maybe communicating. Like
exactly.
you should. Like that's what
I must be lying because I'm secure in how I'm pleasing my girl.
Yeah, like and that's the problem with motherfuckers. Like y'all so tapped into I get it. We put out the content, so you're gonna say what you say, but y'all try to be so tapped into other people's relationships and know what the fuck was going on in their relationship instead of your own fucking relationship. And that's another thing I'm gonna say too.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, I get wifey on the fuck podcast. She'll tell me
we gonna get the wifeys on the podcast.
Yeah, we gonna have
I'm
them
sure they
on.
gonna come for us then
She
too.
gonna tell you. I be doing
But they
some
gonna
things.
be like, nah, she lying.
Yeah,
she lying. She faking.
Yo, let me know if you want me to drop an OnlyFans, because you will see. Maybe I could learn a thing or two from a motherfucker.
Speaking of that, let's go to one of the people that was talking shit.
Shit.
Wait, let me go back. But you can tell what subsection of people I'm talking about. You asked her what her fantasy was.
Yes, if I'm with a woman, I want to know what your fantasy is.
I'm about to ask my.
Please ask the ladies what their fantasy is, because a lot of you men really think y'all doing something, but y'all really not doing shit.
Shit. Son.
With all due respect, ma'am, I could care less what the hell your fantasy is.
Yeah, that's a fact.
With all due respect.
With all due respect. Respectfully, fuck all that. Respectfully, you heard? Like, come on, son. Like,
but women was so up in arms on that video. Like, I didn't know it was such a crisis among women to like for men not fulfilling their fantasies and shit. You know.
Yeah.
But every woman doesn't have some outrageous sexual fantasy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of
like,
course not.
Like for me, like my wife is my sexual fantasy, you know? Like everything about my wife turns me on. Like
exactly.
She is like my trophy, you know what I'm saying? Like just the act of being able to share that with her is fulfilling my fantasy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And
I'm talking
why
about,
can't it be the same way with her? Like why she gotta have some outrageous rape fantasy or some crazy shit or wanna get you know, like battle bots, like
it's cool you said that. It's cool you said that because that's how I feel too. Because like I don't know, you put it in a perfect way. Like I don't know, when I look at my wife, like also like just even the way she looks is my fantasy. Like I feel like I got like nobody could tell me, you know, like nobody could tell me I don't got the baddest bitch in the game. Like
exactly.
I feel like that. You feel me?
I feel the same way.
Because she everything about her, you know what I'm saying? Same thing. Like and that I think that's what is also important too. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like
they don't need to have no crazy ass like.
Everybody ain't like super kinky. Like that's what they missed in that clip. Like I tried to post something else, like more of the conversation of that when he was saying like these wild fantasies, and not to shame you if you got a wild fantasy, but he was saying like, you know what he was saying. He was saying wild stuff in the midst of what like I cut together. Like the most PG clip of what he said because I knew it was a good point, and I knew we said something funny in the midst of what he was saying because you got up and so you be smacking shit, and it was fun. It was entertaining.
Yeah. And another thing is I'm not discrediting what he said because what his whole point was about communication.
Yeah,
like,
he made
I totally
a good point.
Understood that. Like,
that's why we posted it.
Yeah.
You know?
So women, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta like me. You know what I'm saying? I got somebody like
exactly.
me. You heard?
Exactly.
So yeah, man.
Do we got another one? I think that was all of them. Man.
I thought we was gonna post old buddy.
Yeah, I ain't post though. Old buddy was trying to go in a little bit too hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Make You Famous. I hope y'all
I hope you feel a little famous and you feel like, oh damn, I'm on the TV, mama.
And we will be posting these reply clips on fucking TikTok the upcoming week.
Yeah,
so.
well, yo, I'm gonna keep it a rack. We want all the smoke too, cause we gonna tag whoever said it. We gonna tag you. This Quote Goes podcast. You feel me? We gonna tag you. You feel me? Like
we gonna have fun with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
But yeah, let's get into one of these old topics. Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
One of the fucking
Goats.
He a superstar. He a GOAT.
Goat.
He been doing it since he was like what?
Baby.
What was he like 11? He was like 11 in
Yeah.
that music video.
Yeah, he was young, man.
I think Usher signed him.
Talented. You ever see like his little things where on that, when he was performing, like before he was famous, when he was a kid and shit, his mom would take him. I seen a little
was like-
documentary on him.
Didn't he get discovered from YouTube or something? Did Usher like see a video of him?
I don't remember. Remember how talented he was. He was like, I don't know. He was really talented, man. Or
He was
still is.
talented. I don't think he was like outrageously talented at that point, but he had a voice and he had that look, you know what I'm saying? He was like, you know what I'm saying? He had that Justin Timberlake, the white boy pop star look. He had that from a
Yeah.
really young age and he was already singing.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever discovered him saw that, because if you get if you can put money behind anybody with that look and a little bit of a voice and train them and turn them into like a Justin Bieber or a Justin Timberlake or a Robin Thicke or somebody like that, you know what I'm saying? And I guess Usher saw that shit and ran with it.
That's the point, right? You got to have a vision for people. I mean, the music. Isn't that what they do? Like if you're
not many people have that star quality that's gonna really, like in music, you need a star quality. You gotta have charisma. You gotta have the look. At least back then, you gotta have the look. It'd be all kind of crazy motherfuckers getting famous today, but especially if you want to make it in the pop world, it's like a certain recipe of shit that you need plus the money, because blowing up in pop takes way more money than blowing up in rap.
Mm-hmm.
But Justin Bieber had all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And he had the voice to match, you know what I'm saying? Then they hooked him up with, I think he worked with like Chris Brown first. What that song they had together?
I think, hold on, I gotta think. Next to You. That one song, Next to You. It's like a love song.
They had a big song, you know what I'm saying? And then from then on, he had a nigga scandal, didn't he? When he said the nigga one time?
Yeah, he said it one time. Yeah, I remember that.
But then he came out and apologized and everything. And now he's one of the biggest pop stars in the world,
the niggas fuck with Justin.
Yeah, niggas fuck with Justin now because he fuck with niggas,
Mm-hmm.
And I think he married like Haley Baldwin.
Yeah. Do you remember when he had all that? You remember when he had all like the like when he started hanging out with like Tiger, Chris Brown? He started getting the tats.
He started getting the tats.
I
and
remember
shit.
that little air phase he went through, and
Yeah.
everybody was like, not trying to say to people, they was like, "Oh my gosh, I will never let any of my children listen." To
Yeah, they
Justin
was coming for him
Bieber.
at first.
Yeah,
Because, the hip hop culture just fucking sucked him in, pause.
Consumed it.
Yeah, it did. It consumed him. But
Yeah.
he found his way in that shit, and I feel like, the him I see these days is like, he like a genuine guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like, cause most child stars, they grow up to be like addicts, like crazy. You see a picture of them and it's like, what the fuck happened to them and shit
I
like
used to
that.
watch this motherfucker.
Yeah, but he always kept, at least on the surface, he never really been in like too many scandals, especially like these days, you know what I'm saying? He married, he trying to, you know what I'm saying? He trying to pursue his faith and shit like that because he like religious and stuff, and you only hear good things about him, and he don't even be in like the tabloids, or you don't hear nothing like really bad about him and shit. He seemed like he got like good energy around him and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently the side of his face is paralyzed now.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I had, I was going through my phone and, Shade Room, Academics, and I had saw it, and I was like, I was about to scroll, but then I saw like one eye blink before the other. I was like, wait, what the fuck? And then I looked
that's
back.
the same way I
mean,
was.
not being funny or anything. I'm just saying, like,
It's pretty tragic. But let's let him, before we talk about it, let's let him explain it.
Virus that
And this should be starting in the middle sometimes.
Hey everyone, Justin here.
That's wild. You see how one of his eyes just
sad, man.
I wanted to update you guys on what's been going on. Obviously, as you can probably see from my face, I have this syndrome called Ramsey-Hunt syndrome.
Ramsey-Hunt syndrome.
And it is from this virus that attacks the nerve in my ear and my facial nerves and has caused my face to have paralysis. As you can see, this.
Damn, that sucks, man.
Yeah, he had to cancel his whole world tour because of that shit, man. Like,
yeah, that's sad, man. I feel bad for him, you know. Like, you know, I pray
bro.
for him, and hopes he pulls through that, because that's, imagine.
Hopefully they caught it early, because according to Buddy right here, it was a little TikTok news report on that shit.
Justin Bieber's face could be paralyzed forever, and here's why. Now, if you watch the video, he said that he's being diagnosed with a neurological disorder called Ramsey-Hunt syndrome, which was triggered by a virus that he's contracted. And according to Facial Palsy UK, if people who have been diagnosed with this syndrome are given antivirals and steroids within 72 hours of these symptoms appearing, about 70% of the people will experience virtually a full recovery. But even then, there are many people who have been left with permanent facial paralysis.
Damn.
Like this one, for example.
Damn, you see the before and after?
This one looks wild. Shit crazy.
That's wild, man.
Yeah, man. I was gonna tell you, Sin, make sure you get the full camera too, View. Yeah.
Yeah, especially when both of us talking back and forth
Yeah.
and shit. But yeah, man, that's
that's wild. Wild as fuck.
That's tragic, man. I mean, it doesn't seem to be life threatening, but when you Justin Bieber though, and like you on top of the world, you know what I'm saying? You got your green dream girl, you got all the money. Like I remember Justin Bieber came to Germany one time, and like word got out, like what hotel he was at or somewhere he was at, and like a crowd formed, and like just wherever he goes, like it's gonna be women going insane over him, screaming, fainting, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga got like I said, he wasn't like crazy, like musically talented when he first came out, but over the years, like
he's just grown and elevated.
That nigga voice is crazy now.
And I'm sure for him, it's like, just the passion he has for music is probably like I can, we watching it, but I'm sure just for his passion over music and stuff like that, and having to cancel his tours and stuff like that, I'm sure that brings you to a very low place. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying I hope, a lot of people need to, if you're religious, pray for him, make sure he pulls through. You know what I'm saying? Through that, because that gotta be hard, man.
It's gotta be hard, man. It's gotta be weighing on him and shit. Cause if they don't cure that shit, you seen what his face probably gonna look like in a few years. He's not gonna be babyface Justin Bieber no more. You know what I'm saying?
I think he got the money, so maybe.
What the fuck money gonna do with
I
that?
don't know, man. I have, me. I'll be in these what do you call these theories, man? These conspiracy theories. I'll be, I feel like people with money, they can, buy a cure for AIDS, everything, motherfucker. Like, so.
I mean, maybe you can find some kind of cure for that shit, but you know what I'm saying? Like you say, money give you a lot of options, It's probably a lot of people. It's probably a lot of doctors. Since he posted that video, probably a lot of people hit him up like, oh, I got this experimental shit that'll cure you, blah, 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 on some fucking Martina Big shit.
Or they probably hit him up with that type of money. They probably like, nigga, I got the cure. I'm telling you, boy, they got some shit out there, man.
Yeah.
I think the government, listen, man.
What did he say the name was? Facial palsy, Ramsey disease.
Ramsey disease. I don't know. Yeah, some crazy shit.
Let's look back at what he said.
Something Hunt.
Justin Bieber's face could be paralyzed forever, and
Ramsey-Hunt syndrome.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like they probably got
Let's
some.
look that shit up.
Yeah, look that shit up. Oh, the camera was on you?
The camera's on you?
I don't know.
I'll fix that shit when we go back.
Oh, it's on you right now.
It is on him right now?
Yeah, I can see it in the corner right there.
Oh. Hold up.
Gang, gang.
Why is the camera on
They
this
said, why is the
nigga?
camera on V? That's what happened last time when you went on the internet
Oh, yeah?
with Chris. Chris was in the shit.
Hold on, let me fix that shit real quick.
Show up the hat. Show where we from, bro. Yeah, you see it.
Hold up. There we go.
Perfect. Yeah, my feet all on the camera and shit. Don't get on the comments about my feet.
Shit, we cozy in this bitch. Hold up. Okay. Ramsey Hunt. It's probably good enough. Ramsey.
Damn, first person that popped up was Justin Bieber. That's crazy.
That shit in fucking in German.
That shit in German.
Ramsey Hunt, named after American neurologist James Ramsey Hunt.
Okay.
What did it say? A complication with.
It says a rare brain disorder that presents as a lack of coordination. So I thought he said it was from the ear, though.
Well, supposedly it happens when you catch a certain virus and then it spreads into.
Is it a virus that goes into the ear, maybe? Starts from the ear? And then
That's what he said. In his case, it started in his ear. But a lot, like some people, like I seen some videos of some people that was saying he got it from a certain vaccine.
Mm-hmm. What vaccine?
I don't want to say which vaccine, but it was some government sanctioned vaccine that they was pushing real hard for people to get.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, probably certain
side effects
that they didn't tell a lot of people. I mean, I don't know. This is alleged. I don't know. He might have caught some other virus, but some people are saying
I'm not a doctor. So
Yeah, we not doctors and shit.
I use
but
the internet.
some people saying that a certain vaccine, which has caused other side effects in people, maybe caused this in Justin Bieber, because I think maybe he was one of the people who was kind of pushing people to get the vaccine and shit like that. But I don't know how true that is, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't want
Conspiracy theories are
conspiracy
motherfucker,
theories and shit.
I be believing in bitches.
Didn't Nicki Minaj come out and say like something happened to like her cousin knew
in Trinidad?
In Trinidad,
and they had I think the minister of Trinidad, and I'm not sure if
like
it's minister. Goddamn, president. My mom's from Trinidad, but I don't know how the government works.
Yeah, some authority figure.
Yeah,
in
some
Trinidad.
authority figure in Trinidad was
he like debunked what she said.
He was like, I don't know what she's talking about.
But what did she say though? She said like it made somebody like dick stop working and shit.
Yeah,
Pause?
something like that.
Yeah, I think like Joe Biden chimed in on that shit and all type of shit.
And she was tight at Joe Biden, right?
Yeah, it was a whole big thing. I ain't really tune into it that much, but yeah, it was one of them things. When
and they were shutting on this virus you're talking about. They were shutting shit down. Like they was like anybody that said some shit.
Yeah, if you said anything.
It's still like that today. Hint, hint.
Yeah, it's still like that today. If you say anything like to the contrary of the narrative that they want to push with it, then you kind of get shut down and shit.
And if you don't know what virus we talk about, just start watching the fucking podcast.
Yeah, because
you're not gonna get it.
Yeah, because you're a little slow if you ain't caught up on what we talking about already. But yeah, man. But I hope that they caught that shit. Early. You know what I'm saying? Early enough to where he can, have a full recovery
Bounce
and get back
from that for sure.
Yeah, get back to what he was doing, man.
I definitely enjoy.
I fuck with Justin Bieber.
Yeah, even on the Drake fucking video with, it was just Justin Bieber. That shit was fire.
Yeah, he's a cool guy, man.
Cool guy. Man. You can come on the podcast too if you want, bro.
Yeah, exactly. We extend our invitation.
We get security for you.
But I feel like even if it doesn't and he could never perform again, he probably straight with the money. He probably can still make something out of it and shit. And like maybe if it just stays on one half of his face, he can be like Conway, He can be like, he can kind of sing from one side of his face.
Conway be doing that shit?
It's a rapper that like, on one side of his face is like paralyzed.
But he sings, bro. How the fuck he gonna do that?
I mean, Kanye sung Through the Wire and shit.
Yeah, true. But that was a rap.
Bro,
That
you
nigga
can
was
probably
like,
make
"Through
it
the
happen.
wire." He wasn't doing that part.
Man,
nigga.
bitches would be like, even if it sound like straight shit, they'd be like, it's still Justin Bieber.
yeah,
we gotta support him.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yo, we don't have this in the. I ain't trying to change the topic or nothing, but
What's
we don't.
that?
We never. I just wanted to add this in, man. You saw Britney Spears' fucking husband tried to get her ex-husband trying to crash the fucking her wedding. You didn't see that
I've
video?
seen some shit about that.
That shit crazy. I just wanted to add that in there. You need help, my boy. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. You need help.
But
man.
which one was it? It wasn't Kevin Federline.
I don't know. It was one.
It was
of
the
them.
last one she got married to when she was
They was like, "What are you doing here?" He was like, "I'm here to crash the wedding."
he just told him straight up.
Hey, yo, bro, like, what is wrong with you, gang?
Yeah,
Son, y'all wilding.
I
out
did
here.
see something about that shit, but Britney live a wild life, man. She out there, bro.
I think. Listen, man. For all you girls that like Britney Spears, I'm pro Britney. I think she should do what the fuck she wants, bro. Her story. I watched the Hulu documentary.
The one like Free Britney or
Free
some
Britney.
shit. I watched that shit
bro.
too.
I felt bad for her, bro. Like that shit. Listen, I know there's some people out there that say, you know, is it, you know, because how she's acting now, maybe she should, you know.
Bro, she
is
started
wildin',
posting naked
but you
pictures on Instagram.
Bro, you gotta think. You gotta really, really think about the message she's sending out, though. Like, she went through that. What is it called? Conservative.
It was a conservatorship.
Yeah, like that. If you watch that documentary, like
It was
they
wild.
really had a lot of control. So that's like being in prison, bro.
Yeah.
But not being locked up. Like, I think that shit low key.
And like her dad, not to cut you off,
no,
but
no.
her dad was her conservator as like as
Yeah.
a grown ass person. A court made a decision that she could make no decisions on her own, and her dad would make all the decisions for her and get a like paid salary
Exactly.
every month of like thousands of dollars. And
Exactly.
shit.
And for all you people that talk shit about Britney, that's like fucking being 30 years old. Y'all motherfuckers didn't even want to listen to your parents when you were 18.
I know.
So imagine motherfucker listening to your parents until you're, how old is she? She probably like what?
Gotta be damn near 40 or something.
Yeah, imagine that. And I think that's why she's a little
baddie now.
a little free.
Yeah.
And you know, she's expressing herself and she can do it. I mean, I know I be looking at the shit, I'll be like, yeah, she's a little wilding a little
she's
bit.
exactly 40 years old now.
But I understand why she wilding. She's happy, bro. She's happy.
But like that whole, cause I watched the documentary too, and I remember them days when she was coming up, and like at one point she was like America's sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? She was in the Mickey Mouse Club in the Disney.
I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? They did the whole Hollywood thing. Let's couple you up with another pop star.
But that was the thing during that time.
That was the
dude.
thing. But you remember she got with that was the start of like the media attacking her because they built her up to a certain level.
It was when they broke up. Justin Bieber. Not Justin Bieber. Justin
Timberlake and her.
That's
you
when
know,
it started.
because it was a whole scandal with the both of them because he struck first in the rumor mill. You know what I'm saying? He put like Cry Me a River was about
Britney Spears.
and he had a Britney Spears lookalike in the
Lookalike.
music
I remember
video,
crawling through the window and shit.
Yeah,
I
and he
remember.
put out the whole narrative that she cheated on him.
Yeah.
And her at the time, her whole narrative was like, I'm a virgin until I get married type shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And she would never answer like salacious questions in interviews like, have you and Justin slept together and shit? And she would never answer that shit because she wanted to keep that, you know what I'm saying, that poppy, cookie cutter, like clean, pristine image and shit. You know what
that
I'm
was
saying?
the thing during that time. We don't live in these time periods. Now you can say what the fuck.
Nah,
you
now you
want.
can be Cardi B out here, stripper, drugging niggas and shit. But to keep on the subject, we can talk about that after. But to keep on the subject, like that was her image before, and then as soon as he came out with the whole Cry Me a River shit, then the media kind of jumped on her like, "Oh, you cheated on Justin Bieber."
And I want to add
How
to that.
dare you?
I want to add to that, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I like Justin what's his name? Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah,
I kept saying Justin Bieber too.
I like Justin Timberlake, but I'm gonna tell you this: fuck you for that response you gave her. Like you talking about years later, I'm sorry and blah. You saw that.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
You knew what he was doing.
It was probably his team telling him, but he went along with that shit.
Exactly. I'm just gonna say this: you need to also take responsibility of her reasons for why she is like that. You're, not I wouldn't say you're solely responsible, but you played a big part in that. And
he lit the spark.
Yeah,
that
and I
turned
don't
into
like.
the flame
I didn't really like. As a celebrities do a lot of save face, and like to be real genuine on that topic for what happened to her, you should have said more. You should have been honest, and you should have said more because you owed her that. Because you kind of like started the spark of fucking up her life, and she can, that's why I kind of like.
I feel like he wanted to say enough to where he kind of owned up to it, but he didn't want to like become like the bad guy because he still want a career too.
I don't think he's the bad guy, but he could have said more.
He did that. That ain't the only time he did that. He did that same shit to Janet Jackson. You remember the whole Super Bowl fiasco and shit? Well, he obviously ripped the fucking boob shit off her titty and made it come out.
Malfunction or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
and
man.
he was totally silent on it for years.
Yeah.
And then let her take all the blame for it and shit. That shit was wild too, Justin.
Yeah, I remember that. It was at the Super Bowl, right?
It was at the Super Bowl. It was a big deal. They fucking blackballed Janet Jackson for a long time after that shit.
Yeah. For you young kids that don't know this shit, man, you gotta
look that shit up, or I put that shit in and post and shit.
Yeah, that shit crazy. But hold on a second, I gotta interrupt you because you try to don't ever come at New York like that. Cardi B, I fucking love you. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing. I fucking love you. You feel me? And I ain't gonna let this down south nigga talk about my New York queen.
I respect Cardi B's hustle and what she made out of herself and shit, but
cause she hustled.
She hustled, but
from the bottom.
But I don't get how she got as famous. If I'm honest, I don't get how she got as famous.
I'll tell you this. Me and my wife just had this conversation. You gotta understand this. Like I said, Cardi B, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I think she made her music, but you know what I'm saying? Cardi B would have been famous even if she didn't make these songs and stuff like that, because let me tell you this, she has the best personality. Like she made like Love and Hip Hop. When Love and Hip I watched it, you know what I'm saying? I used to watch it with my wife, and she definitely brought like, I'm not giving discredit to other characters, but I just feel like she was the light, and I loved her personality. She really gave me that like, oh yeah, she from New York. Like she a New York
but
girl.
See me, I didn't.
She was funny. She's funny as
fuck.
But
for me, I didn't like, cause like I see, like she's entertaining, even before the rap, even before Love and Hip Hop, she had like, I remember she had 1 million followers on Instagram just for being on there talking shit. Like
she's real,
the rawest, realest, like no sugar coated shit. She was like on there, foul mouthed as she wanted to be, just saying like real shit, and people, it was resonating with people like us, how we getting the following now, but she was even just gutter with that shit.
She was on her New York shit.
Yeah. And I remember even back then, I was like, okay, she's obviously a personality that for some reason resonates with people and shit, but it was so ratchet, like on a level I have never, like for me,
she's from the hood.
I understand like,
how do you expect her to act though? Can I ask you?
I don't know. I don't expect her to act no kind of way. I just don't understand how a person that acted like that like rose to such fame just off the strength of being like that.
But
you
she
know
will
what I'm
tell
saying?
you
Because for me, it's kind of obnoxious to me. I don't like obnoxious shit.
Yeah,
like
but the thing
the
is,
sounds she makes.
but in
like
her present, bro, I gotta interrupt you. In her present time, in that time period, she wasn't thinking probably at the time that she was gonna blow up. And another thing is, I think a lot of people resonated. What's the word? Resonate?
Yeah.
Resonated with her was that she was herself, and I think Cardi B has also brought a big trend on being yourself. Like, she's really herself. She will tell you in other interviews that I've seen with her that you could tell she doesn't really, she grew from that. She doesn't act like that all the time now, Yeah. She's more professional, but at that present time she was being her, and I think people connect just like a lot of people connecting with us. We be on this bitch saying whatever the fuck we are. Granted, I get what you're saying. she was a little, you know, ratchet, but that's where she was from. She's from the Bronx.
Yeah, I understand that, but like the shit made her so unbelievably famous. Like she went past like Nicki Minaj, and I just couldn't. I don't know hating shit, but I just couldn't. At a point, I couldn't understand it, but at a point, I could understand it because, you know what I'm saying.
Nah, you just a hater.
I'm not a hater. Like
she made it.
She made it.
She did it.
But I remember when I heard Bodak Yellow for the first time. I saw that shit on World Star Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? And before that, I had like my doubts. You know, I was like, okay, this chick, because I remember she had 1 million, and then Instagram took her shit because she was talking too crazy. Then she immediately she started a new account and immediately got a new million follower account and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, because I was like, okay, regardless of what happened to this chick, she gonna have a following and shit. And then Bodak, she had released a few songs, and it was cool. But when I heard Bodak Yellow for the first time, I was like, this out of here. I was like, she finna blow up. Because she was like on Love and Hip Hop, and it was another like white chick on Love and Hip Hop that was making music too.
You talking about damn, what's her name? Well, anyways, that's
the point. I don't know her name no more.
Her name is Skinny One, right? She's kind of
Skinny One. But it was her. That was the two.
Maria.
Like, I don't know.
Maria or something like that. I forgot.
That was the two chicks on the show.
Mariah Lynn. That's her
Mariah
name.
Lynn. That sound
Mariah
familiar.
Lynn.
But that was the two chicks on the show that was like, yeah, I'm an up and coming rapper and shit like that. Yeah, all of them on We Love Hip Hop. And that's all I took either one of them for. It's just some chicks on Love and Hip Hop trying to get some fame to convert it over to their music and shit.
Yeah.
But when I heard Bodak Yellow, I was like I said, this shit's out of here. She finna be a rapper now. Cause that shit was it's still jamming to this day. Even though it was a remix of Kodak shit. But I saw the vision of what she was about to become at that point. I remember. Swear to God, as soon as I heard a few seconds of that shit, I was like, Cardi B, she out of here. And after that shit, like a week after that shit, she was everywhere. She was on Ellen, doing the shit and all that shit.
Yeah, but she already had and it was like a lot of her personality though, too.
Yeah, she was already out there, but that shit blew her out the water. That's like a diamond selling record at this point.
Yeah.
Like a few months ago, it went diamond.
It was good. The first time I saw it was the couple Chicklet and I forgot his girl's name, but they're from New York. They're also from the Bronx, I believe, or he's from Brooklyn. But anyways, that's besides the fact. And I you ever saw the video where the girls he's standing in the club, the guys are standing there, and the girls in his face saying Cardi B's part, like, yeah. But anyways, that's the first time I saw it, and and I was like, damn, this shit hard, like.
Yeah.
I still like Cardi B's music though. Like, you know, I mean,
she has some good songs.
I'm not gonna say it's the greatest, but
she does not write everything. How you feel about that?
I think. Well, I'm not in the rap career or in music career. I know nothing about.
Even better. Like, how do you feel as a fan of music when people don't write their shit?
So for me, so it depends. So if I hear like a Drake or something like that, like let's say we like Meat Mill proved that Drake didn't write that music, right? Mm-hmm. It would be kind of like, because he's so big and he was really big at the time, it would be like, oh, damn. Like, it would really be like, what the fuck? For me, because when I listen to music, I listen to the lyrics. And I actually really judge the music. You know what I'm saying? I might not be in the music career, but music industry, but I judge it. But for me, I think a lot of artists, just because somebody writes your music, anybody can write music, and it's about the performance. And I think the performance is, if somebody gave me fucking Bodak Yellow, I could perform that bitch. Or if I heard something like, I don't know, if I had a Drake verse and I'm like, let's say I had all Drake's verses and I was like, I'm about to.
You mean the delivery?
The delivery, yeah. The delivery.
I
think the delivery is, because I don't know. Did Chris Brown write all his music in the beginning? Didn't he have a writer? And now
Chris Brown had writers from the beginning.
Yeah, but now he creates.
Chris Brown, he hold a whole writers camp. Like he got a lot of writers.
Okay, so but I mean for that, I don't know if that's
different with singers though.
Okay, but for rap too though, like Nah, I don't discredit the person or anything.
But if it was a man, I feel like women
if
don't
it's
get
a
as-
lyricist, like if I found out Eminem didn't write, okay, at the end of the day, like Eminem is one of the greatest rappers, I
Yeah.
believe. And if I found out like today that he didn't write none of his shit, I'll be like, okay, like he's not to me, you can't say he's a quality, rapper for like
yeah,
a
you got a
lyricist.
good point with that. When a rapper is considered a lyricist and somebody
high tier, like
a Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
If anybody found out, because Kendrick Lamar is at this point probably looked at like a prophet to some people.
I think
He's
he
like a
is.
modern day poet, prophet.
He's very creative.
That's putting words in a way that only he can.
And that people understand.
And people understand it. And that word again, he resonates with people through his point of view.
Even his visuals.
His point of view. He probably ain't, he might be directing his videos too. And that just lends to, I want to say mystique, but that's not the right word. That lends to the, like an artist, like aura. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what people associate with a person like a J. Cole or a Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's more so with men in rap that they expect that stuff from. Like you want your male artists to write their own shit.
Yeah, of course.
Because
I think
I don't know why
maybe
it's
it's
like that.
about maybe it's also about like kind of like what they rap about and
Yeah, but I'm saying like women, they don't really hold that same. Maybe to a Nicki or some shit, but even she had the rumors that Safari was writing some of her shit and shit.
They I ain't trying to change the subject, but I feel like even with Nicki, like I feel like to say that she wrote her music is fucked up, because she definitely, I don't believe somebody wrote that shit for her. That's all Nicki. Because that's the thing is too, you also got to look into. I also look into like these documentaries and stuff of people. And I seen a documentary about Nicki Minaj, and just in her, before she was famous, before she blew up, you could just tell her grind from the documentaries and how much she really tried to hustle to get to where she's at, just to get into the music industry.
Yeah.
Like you can tell she wouldn't even take it to where somebody was like, I'll write it for you. She'd be like, yeah, I'll take it. She doesn't seem like that type of person.
I
you
feel
know what
like Nicki was a real MC, and she came in the game in the era of like real MCs and like people writing their own shit. I mean, Wayne signed her and shit.
I mean, she went up against she went up against Kim, Little Kim, and like with their beef and I think Nicki Minaj is like.
But she went up against fucking, what's her name, with Papoose and shit, Remy Ma.
Yeah,
I think Remy Ma got her in that.
I would say, nah, I don't know, because Nicki Minaj, she got bars.
Because Remy Ma's so tough. You know what I'm saying? Like I get scared when she get the pop.
I love Remy Ma too. I remember when Remy Ma was, before she got locked up, I was listening, like I loved her song with Neo, and I forgot the song with Neo, like the singer. She did a song.
I forget what song.
You know what song I'm talking about though? That was good. I like Remy Ma. She's like,
but she's the one female artist that definitely writes her own shit.
Yeah, she raps. She raps. But I would say the only thing, talking about Nicki Minaj, the only thing I didn't like that kind of made me kind of fall back from Nicki. I wouldn't say I fell back, but I just didn't like how Nicki Minaj was going about, like when Cardi B was coming up on the fame. When she, coming up on a fame, and they put her on the song with Offset and her, and it was like their beef, and then they fought. I didn't like really.
They fought at the Met Gala or some shit.
Yeah,
Cardi B had that lump. That willy lump.
I mean, I don't know what happened. I ain't sitting here talking about like, giving allegations, because I didn't read all into it. But
yeah, but it's pictures and videos of that shit.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like,
she had that lump.
Yeah, Cardi B could fight, man. She big brim out. Let me stop. I can't say that.
I don't think Nicki hit her though. I think like Nicki security like whopped her upside the head or some shit.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Nicki, you see her walking. I saw the video where she like walked off. Like I think she got into a conflict with the friend of Nicki Minaj, the woman that was with Nicki Minaj.
But Nicki wild though. Like
I just hold on. I just didn't like how Nicki Minaj was like, she every single time somebody says something like like I saw a post something about like Megan Thee Stallion, like, and she was like, no, she didn't have the #1 thing. I had the #1 Billboard. And she was just trying to talk about how Billboard. I just didn't like how, like, I don't feel like somebody like Nicki Minaj has to go out there and prove, like, tell us, like, we know what Nicki is capable of.
Nicki is definitely
the GOAT. She's one of the. She's a GOAT.
But she's definitely a narcissist at the same time.
Okay, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. She
believes
didn't have to go out.
Her shit doesn't stink, and she don't give a fuck what the fuck she say. Like, she believes.
Bro, she cried though. Like,
she did. She's
and she got blackballed a couple times in the industry, man. When it comes down to, she came up in a time. She paved the path for female artists, like one of the people who I would say one, because I would
Lil say Lil Kim paved the way for her.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But she's a part of like this generation, like more people.
She
have done
definitely made her mark. She's a GOAT. She did.
Could you say that Lil Kim? Could you say that Lil Kim is bigger than Nicki Minaj though? Numbers, statistics. Now, don't get me wrong.
Not numbers wise, but hip hop history wise.
Of course.
Yes. Because Kim came before Nicki. She was the first chick out there with the titties out and the tassels on the titties and at the award shows with the colorful wigs, with the poses, the sexual innuendos.
Yeah, but don't you think
it wouldn't be no Nicki if it wasn't for Lil Kim?
Of course, but it went away. It went away for a little bit.
Because she got old and she turned white.
I'm just talking about
she
in
did
general.
Skin
I'm
bleaching
just talking about in general. What other?
She look like an alien
What other
now.
artists? Let me ask you a question though. What other artists after her like came right after her? Because after Nicki, I'm just saying.
After Nicki and after Kim?
Lil Kim, there was really nobody, and then it was like Nicki Minaj.
I mean, she sparked. I feel like
and Nick now
it wouldn't be
Nicki,
a lot of female rappers
now. After Nicki is like there's a lot of rappers.
I mean, that's in this fast-paced world of music now.
But I think Nicki's. I'm just saying she is also a pioneer. Maybe Lil Kim started, but she's definitely a pioneer.
She's definitely a pioneer in this age, and like she's saying, all these bitches is her sons. Like she always say,
but she don't got
just like Wayne sparked a whole generation of lil niggas. Nicki Minaj spawned a whole generation of lil Barbies, and you can name them off. You can name the Cardi B's, the City Girls, the what's the other chick name that was in the BMF series? I
don't know.
All these bitches, Lotto. You can name them off. They all Nicki Minaj ripoffs.
I wouldn't say bitches though.
Okay, not bitches, women. Respectfully,
they're still talent. The ones that are up there, they talented.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Like she, just like it's a whole generation of Waynes, it's a whole generation of niggas.
It's the same thing for niggas though.
I said Wayne sparked a whole bunch of little niggas that got the full body tattoos. I'm a fucking descendant of Wayne in my rap career. Like I saw Wayne growing up. I wanted fucking tattoos everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to dress, but I went bald.
He set the trends.
You know what I'm saying? He said, like,
nah, Nicki Minaj is right. What she used to say, I'm the female Weezy. She really is though. She
really is.
Really is.
Came up under, but I feel like that's a whole nother topic. But Drake kind of surpassed both of them.
Yeah, of course.
Drake is the most successful.
I don't know,
rapper.
Lil Wayne in his prime though.
But in his prime,
it
has been Drake's prime for like 20 years now. Like the nigga has not lost a fucking step since he fucking came out, nigga. He never had a down period in his career.
What he say? What he say in the church? What's the song with Jack Harlow?
He said he getting so much money his rap ain't even relatable anymore, which is a true statement.
I was like, yo, that bar,
nigga, that verse,
bar was like, bro, he wrote the rap in 11 minutes.
That's ridiculous, man. That's one of the craziest verses I ever heard from
Drake. Right? I love when Drake gets when Drake gets to that fucking. Like when he talks, man, when he be on, I like Drake when he does the singing and shit too. Don't get me wrong.
When he get in his rap bag,
into that rap bag,
it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous,
especially if the song titled like 2 a.m. and so and so.
Yeah, where 2 a.m.
He going off.
He's going off.
If the name of the song is a time period and a location,
That was the time he did it. and
The
he's
shit
going
is
crazy.
raw. But in the Churchill Downs shit, like he shit on Jack Harlow on that song.
He just be saying he says
Shit on him.
shit. Listen, man, that motherfucker talks on that beat like I love when Drake talks that rich shit. Like I don't know, he make being rich like shit, boy. Like he goes crazy. Like when he talks, like I think that one verse he says what song is it? He with the one he dropped with Rick Ross, Lemon Pepper.
Lemon Pepper freestyle.
Yeah, where he says he's having brunch with the judges he's appearing before. Like, come on, bro. Like,
And it's believable because it's Drake.
Believable because it's Drake. Because he got money like that. Like,
Bro, it has never been like somebody with such a pristine.
this nigga falling asleep.
Are you falling asleep? It's never been somebody with such a pristine like public persona as much as Drake. Like, this nigga can like get people into Canada who got like felonies and shit by just talking to immigration and shit.
Key to the city, nigga. What? Like, bro,
Like,
what?
what the fuck, nigga?
The fuck? Drake, can we hang out with you, bro? nah, G shit. Like, everybody, when you see this like clip, please tag
No
Drake.
homo shit.
You know what I'm saying? No homo shit. But we would love to get like that.
I'm speaking it into existence. One day on this podcast,
We ain't gotta
Drake.
talk. Listen,
Drake is going. We gonna interview Drake on this podcast.
yeah,
one
look,
day.
I don't want to talk about nothing that's like rap beef. Like, bro, I want to go ball on that court, man. That court is crazy, bro.
He think he raw on the basketball court too. He always posting like videos and shit of him. Like,
He is type nice though.
I mean, that nigga be at enough basketball games.
That nigga
He probably
dirt.
got like a fantasy of like playing in a league or some shit. J. Cole be doing. J. Cole
Yo,
is on
well,
the
I was
team
just about
right
to say that.
now.
Why J. Cole played for? I think he played for somewhere in the African League, right? And then like he played like 2 games and then he's
just
out.
quit.
And then he just started playing in the one in Canada.
Yeah.
And they did the press conference. He was like, "Yeah, I'm about to go on tour." I was like,
That nigga go train with them niggas and play one game
Yeah.
and be the fuck out.
That bitch was. You saw the 3. That bitch was hitting 3s.
Yeah, he had a
like
highlight. He had a highlight reel from that one game
But
though.
didn't J. Cole play for St. John's? Right? He played.
I don't fucking know who he
went
played
to
for.
school in Queens. Like,
I mean, supposedly it was like his thing when he came out. Like he was like, I think he had like a picture with a basketball. Like he was balling like before he was a rapper or some shit.
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta add this too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that hears us talking about J. Cole. J. Cole might really pull up because he's a real genuine guy. Like tag J. Cole. Like
He pulled up to.
You're from Germany, come back.
I seen some shit. He like promised like some girl years ago that he was gonna show up to her graduation.
Yeah.
And he actually showed up years later to
Yeah,
her
that's what I'm
graduation.
saying. And
Like,
he's from Germany.
but yeah, we got to look up like where the fuck is J. Cole from in Germany?
Yeah. I believe he was born like on an army base or something like that in Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Because his mom is German. I believe.
Where is J. Cole from? This nigga from Frankfurt.
Yeah, Frankfurt. Yeah, and I believe his mom. See, is his mom German? So people, if you didn't know, J. Cole's from Germany.
J. Cole mom, German. Oh, this shit in fucking German. That's why I need to get that VPN shit. J. Cole was born in January, blah, blah, blah. To an African-American soldier.
Mm-hmm.
And his German wife. Okay, so his mom was German.
Yeah, so the mom was German.
He's a military brat.
He said Gesundheit in that one song. I forgot what song it was. He says, damn, what song is that? Because, Gesundheit means bless you.
Yeah.
Damn, what song?
That shit.
Forgot what song it was, but it was like a recent song he came out with. But yeah, man, J. Cole from fucking Germany. Man. So
yeah,
J. Cole, come on the show, man.
Yeah, come on. Next time you come to Frankfurt, man, we just 2 hours away. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
But we'll come to you,
Yeah, we'll
goddamn.
come to you. J. Cole hit us up. We going out there. Shit.
Is he coming to Germany? It's about festival time, so a lot of artists finna start coming over here and
I
shit.
don't know. I'm not sure. I know Dirk, in London. He's going
Yeah,
to
you
London.
going to the what's the name of that
It's a
festival?
Wireless Festival.
Wireless Festival in
It's about
London.
to be lit.
On the 7th, right?
Trying to link up with my boy Uptown. You know what I'm saying? My boy Uptown out in London, man. Hopefully we can link.
He said y'all gonna link, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he a man of his word. You know,
that'll be dope. He said he's outside, so I'm gonna be checking to see if he really outside like that in London. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's a cool little tidbit though. J. Cole, motherfucking from Frankfurt AM, Germany. I fuck with Frankfurt.
Yeah, Frankfurt's lit.
Yeah, you been to some clubs in Frankfurt?
I've been to a lot of clubs in Frankfurt. Frankfurt was the first city that I like really partied in when I got here. Not even Nuremberg. It was Frankfurt.
Really?
I celebrated my 2 New Years there. I love Frankfurt.
Yeah, I've celebrated New Year's in Frankfurt before.
Yeah, and it's like for me, Frankfurt gives me more of because it's more what's the word? Metropolis industry.
Yeah, metropolis.
You know, they got like 2 little buildings sticking up in the air. You know
they got like 2 skyscrapers.
Yeah, 2 little skyscrapers. But I be right under them bitches. Like, damn, I'm in New York. It makes me feel like I'm home a little bit. So I definitely, you know, and I also fuck with the people out in Frankfurt, bro. I feel like the people out in Frankfurt are very open people. Now, people might get on the comments and be like, nah, blah, blah. This is my experience.
Yeah.
I feel like people in Frankfurt are very open and, you know, laid back. Just like a lot of people from the city. They're laid back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I know Frankfurt mostly from the nightlife. You know what I'm saying? I did a few gigs there, and I partied at like the Gibson Club. The Gibson Club is a nice club in Frankfurt. It's like upscale, kind of like.
Is it on a? Oh no. Have you ever been to this club called Ad-Lib?
Yeah, I've been to Ad-Lib.
Ad-Lib was where I did
Ad-Lib is more like the smaller, like more compact club, but it's like a little looser than Gibson and shit like that. It's like, I wouldn't say it's like One or Euro Palace vibes, but it's like more of that kind of crowd that would maybe go there, like black people and shit.
Yeah.
But like Gibson is kind of like Indabon, but like
Indabon was nice,
but like bigger,
upscale. It's like it's
like upscale. You know, you might dress up. You know, chick might wear loose.
I like clubs like that where you dress up.
I like clubs like that too. You know, and they got like a concert. They got like a whole stage. I opened up for like Genuine and like all them old school R&B niggas. They had like a R&B, like old school R&B night. They had like Key Sweat was there, Genuine was there.
Did you get to meet any of them?
I ain't get to meet none of them niggas.
Yeah.
Those
are the goats for real.
They was the goat. I didn't even want to ask to meet them.
Yeah.
I just watched them. I got to watch them like warm up and do sound check and shit. I think like Teddy Riley was there, nigga.
Damn.
And I got to see him warm up and do his show, and like that nigga talented as fuck. And like just to start the show for some like legends like that was
that's dope.
Pretty crazy experience. Huge crowd was there and shit like that. So
that's dope.
Shit like that.
But I also hear like in Frankfurt it's very dangerous. Like anytime I hear people talking to me, they're like, yeah, like, you know, Frankfurt, man, like when I talk about, you know, back home and the dangers of back home, they be like, man, Frankfurt, man, is rough too.
Certain areas,
yeah. I heard it's very like, you know, certain places are very dangerous.
My girl got robbed out there. Not like robbed at like gunpoint and no shit like that, but
with a blade?
I shouldn't say robbed, but some shit got stolen from the car. Like I had just bought my fucking Range Rover and shit.
Damn.
And you know what I'm saying? She drove it. She was working for a company out in Frankfurt, like selling some kind of protein machine to gyms and shit. She had like an office out there and shit. And she was driving back and forth. And the first time she went out there, she took my Range Rover and they booked a hotel for her in like a bad neighborhood because they was trying to save money and shit.
Yeah, of course. Fuck you, companies.
And you know what I'm saying? She went out there with the 2 kids. Like, she was pregnant, like 8 months pregnant at the time, because she don't know how to sit down even when she pregnant. And she went out there. She was pregnant. She had Liam and the nanny, and they got there real late. So she didn't get everything out of the car, but she locked it. And you know what I'm saying? They just went up and went to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Left all the luggage, her laptop and shit in the car in this bad neighborhood. And she woke up the next morning and the fucking back window was busted. The laptop was gone. her extra phone was gone. A few other things was
Probably
gone.
could see it from through the car.
You
like-
probably because she was exhausted when she got there probably. But you know what I'm saying? There's some areas in Frankfurt where niggas will bust in your shit. You know what I'm saying? Even when you like go out the front of the train station in the main station in Frankfurt, you see all the junkies and the shit. You see that shit in Nuremberg too.
Yeah, Nuremberg, they be wilding. I be ready to smack
You see
one
the
of them
worst
motherfuckers.
of German society outside of fucking train stations and shit.
Yeah.
You see the super alcoholics. You see the dudes like we was talking about before.
Shit, when I was walking today, somebody was fighting because I had to go to the Bahnhof.
Yeah.
Make sure I said that right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I see that shit. You see a bunch of people, especially at like a nighttime when you going on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Something to the one. You see them out there, they out there. And you be, man, one time I was taking a piss and one just came out of fucking, I don't even know, out the castle walls and shit. It was like, you got a cigarette? I'm like, yo, son, I'm taking a piss.
They ain't
bro.
ashamed to come up to you whenever. You say you was taking a piss, goddamn. They'll just come up, they'll be drunk as shit, and they'll ask you for some money. Like, come up to you. Many a time, motherfucker came to me like, hey, you got some change or some shit? Like, just all in my face. And I'm like, nah, bro. Then they get mad at you when you say no. like you're just supposed to automatically be like, of course, but like, nah, I don't want to give you none of my money, bro.
It's a different.
We in Germany. You got heart sphere. You don't got to be homeless out here.
It's crazy. I feel like it's a different vibe too, relating that to the States. Like, I feel like in the States, I would get annoyed with the people in the States that do that, but they don't be doing it like the ones out here. Cause I feel like in the States, motherfucker will really play. You do some dumb shit, niggas will put hands on you. So out here, I don't think it's because of the laws, you can't really act like that out here. So they're kind of ruthless, these people.
But what you think about the whole homeless situation in Germany? Because it's like in America, I can more understand somebody falling on bad times and becoming homeless because they just exhausted every avenue of them like making some money or like mental illness or some shit like that or whatever the fuck, you know. But over here, like as long as you ain't got no job and you like a German national, to my understanding, you can draw unemployment like
I think
forever.
there's a limit because I'm not sure. So if whoever in the comments correct us, but like I think there is still a limit to. I don't even know. I heard it was a limit, but I also heard that people that are homeless shouldn't really be homeless out here. Or
yeah, that's my understanding.
Unless
you gotta choose to be homeless out here.
Hold on, unless you have a mental illness, because some people, they can't. If you have a mental illness, you can't really be on your feet.
But if you got a legitimate mental illness, I would figure Germany would pay for everything for you too. Then,
but you don't see. But we gotta be real though. Like you still see the poverty level is definitely lower out here, way lower than
like you see less people poor.
Of course,
that's because Germany,
because they take care.
They'll take care. They'll pay your rent. They'll pay
that's
everything
what I'm saying. So
for you.
Maybe you're right. Maybe being homeless is a choice. I don't know. I don't know enough about the law.
You don't see many homeless people in Nuremberg. It depends on where you go in Germany. Because I think in Hamburg it's like a really bad on like it's like a famous street in Hamburg.
Oh, I don't know. I've never been out there.
But there's a lot of homeless people there with the sleeping bags on the street. It smell like piss everywhere.
I saw that in Berlin, like under the tunnel, like over by the Alexandria
Platz or some shit like that.
I seen that too, but I don't know. Maybe it's a choice because I mean Germany has that's one quality of anybody that wants to move to Germany. One good thing is the quality of like the necessities of life. Like you need health insurance. If you got a job, they'll give you health insurance.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of things like you said with the government and unemployment.
Yeah, it's a real sturdy system set in place.
You can take off, like be out of work. All you need is a note, and them niggas be like, you get paid.
Yeah, you can be like, man, I'm burnt out. I can't work no more, and they will give you paid leave indefinitely until you figure out yourself.
Which is dope.
It's dope.
Definitely dope. Because in the States, they're gonna be like, bitch, get your ass back to work.
What the fuck you talking about burnt out? Get your ass back to McDonald's, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But in Germany, they will really pay you if you say you burnt out and shit. I remember the first time my girl told me this shit, I was like, what the fuck is a burnt out?
Yeah.
I ain't never heard that term before.
But what's dope too that I really like and I appreciate, especially for the women in Germany, is that the maternity leave. Like that is a very good, like, I don't know.
It's like 2 years, right?
3 years. 3 years, which is like,
come on, America.
In a sense, it's dope, man. It's dope because, you know, in the States, you know, if you don't have that well-paying job where you can take that leave, you have that money saved up, like they expect our women in the States to just, you know, you got to either pay, if you got to get back to work, you got to either pay for a, you know, for babysitting, which is not cheap in the States.
Not cheap at all.
Or, you know, you got to get somebody, you got 1 million people watching your fucking kid just to make it, because you got to do what you got to do. But in Germany, when the fact that the woman can stay home and you can switch, like I heard, like it's a choice. If you're in a marriage, like if the father wants to stay home, the father can stay home and also, I mean, I'm not saying to do that if you don't want to do that, but it's still a choice. Like the man can stay home and the woman can go to work.
Yeah, like right
which
now,
is really cool.
Right now, my wife is on maternity leave because we just had a newborn. You know what I'm saying? My beautiful baby Haley. You know what I'm saying? Haley mate. But you know, she just got the approval today, as a matter of fact, that you know what I'm saying, her maternity leave gonna start back up. And like for the next 3 years, like she can comfortably be a mother to our children.
Exactly. And I think that's,
and don't have to worry about the financial side of it.
Yeah, that's dope. And then not just,
which I think should be a universal thing, like all over the world. And
besides like the you know, the money, you're also the, you know, whoever decides to stay home, the man or the woman, you know, they get the quality time of actually like raising the child and stuff like that. And I
even
think
I get 2 months of maternity leave on top of her getting maternity.
That's dope.
Leave
like
shit.
You know, I think that's
paid.
Dope. Yeah, and that's kind of Go ahead. My bad.
I looked up how many weeks they get in America. Women get 12 weeks of maternity leave.
That's crazy.
Not
man.
even a year. How many months is 12 weeks? It's 4 weeks in a month.
For 3 months.
3 months of maternity leave.
That's
then you got to
crazy.
get your ass back to work.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, man. Compared to here.
And I think if you're, I don't know, correct me, I ain't trying to talk shit about the States, none, but I'm just saying, like, I think too in Germany, when you find out you're pregnant, you like, if you have a good reason, like your back hurts or something like that, you can leave. They'll pay for that too. You can leave work.
I don't know about that.
You can leave work early and shit like that.
I would imagine so.
In the States, they'll be like, the baby coming today? Get your ass back to work.
Get your ass back to work, goddamn. You need a chair.
They make that baby work too.
For real.
So I feel like, don't get me wrong, like credits, and I'm not saying it's easier or anything. I'm not doing comparison, but like, you know, for the women that are out in the United States, like, man, yeah, you know,
y'all need to fight for more, but it comes with a price though. All of these like safety nets within German society comes with
taxes.
You know, crazy high taxes.
Yeah,
19%.
But look, I can say this. I'm not trying to get onto the conspiracy theories about governments, and of course, not all governments are perfect, but that is something showing that you care for the people. In a sense, you know, you do care. Although the taxes are high, our women are still being taken care of. The children are being taken care of, and that is what's important. Like, you know, one thing that's important, you know, in life, you know, the children.
That's one thing I will say about Germany. They like, even though the taxes are high, they put the money to good use.
Yeah, for sure.
They put it to good use.
People at McDonald's have, if you didn't know in America, and I'm talking to the Americans, people that work at McDonald's in Germany have health insurance.
Yeah.
They have health insurance.
It's like mandatory.
It's mandatory out here.
And not even with the like safety nets and shit. Like Germany is a beautiful place. Like it's clean. Like you live in a nice place. Like they make sure like they got people working the streets, like cleaning up shit,
got the grannies looking out the window, making sure you're picking up trash.
Oh yeah, like they spend that money on making it a really like nice place to live. It's parks everywhere, really nice parks, really a lot of nice scenery and greenery and architecture to look at.
Nigga, I seen a hummingbird for the first motherfucking time in real life. Nigga,
You never seen a hummingbird in New
Hell
York?
no. Shit. I was like, my nigga, this
Buzzing
a
around a
hummingbird?
cigarette or some
That
shit.
shit was like, welcome to Germany. Shit.
I did see hummingbirds growing up in Alabama and shit right out my
But I
window.
just,
and
I
shit.
was trying to give a little metaphor,
Yeah,
I guess.
but it's nice over here, man.
Yeah, man, for sure. And yeah, I think women should definitely, like you said, women should in the States, man, y'all should that's something y'all should be fighting for, because that shit's crazy. Like,
Yeah, it's
man,
crazy.
you know what I'm saying? Because I've had my experience with my kids back home and stuff, and like, I know the difference. I've lived both lifestyles, and I know, like, in Germany, it's definitely a quality, or what's the word? Not quality, but
I mean, the infrastructure makes the quality of life better over
yeah,
here.
for sure.
Did it die again? Oh, you went to 4. Okay, okay. But yeah, cool. Shouts out to Germany, man. In case y'all didn't know, we do love it over
Yeah,
here.
we like it, guys. Surprise, surprise. You know what I'm
Calm
saying?
down.
Y'all still be staring and shit, but
And y'all still be flicking each other's dicks and shit.
yeah, but other than that, man, like, did we have some other topics? Oh yeah. So, hold on, I gotta go to my phone. Nah, I
Okay.
don't even need to go to my phone. So this is a question that I have for you
Okay.
and the people that's listening. Okay, you tap into relationships, right? Is it okay for men
Mm-hmm.
to talk about like their deep emotions, deep feelings?
I think it is okay, but I think
In what way? I'm talking about Are you talking about relationship level? Just talking to a bitch? Like,
I mean, like, in general, it should be okay for a man to like express their feelings and shit. But I feel like men in society are groomed. They're groomed to suppress their feelings and shit. It's the whole like man up shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, suck it up and, do a man's duty type of thing in society that like would maybe make men feel like they can't express they feelings and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, growing up, it was like the whole big boys don't cry type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You would get made fun of as a kid if you cried, if you was a dude type shit.
do you think society has made it easier for men to, like, with over time? Do you feel like it's made it easier for men to be expressive and talk about their emotions and their feelings? Do you think women like help men with this thing that they need to do?
I think it depends on what type of women you're talking about, because you got a section of women, particularly in our community, that will
I always gotta laugh.
no, that's just real shit, that will, like, they'll look at the dude like a bitch if he shed a tear, if he cry over certain shit. You know what I'm saying? They'll look at you like, they'll tell you, man up, like, what the fuck you crying about, nigga? You know what I'm saying?
And that's, I just want to tap in on that. I feel like, to women out there, whatever race, I feel like if you're in a relationship and it's a serious relationship and your man cries, that means, and he's vulnerable to like cry, just the fact that we usually don't, and like you said, we're groomed to not, you should take, what's the word I'm looking for? You should appreciate that he's able to express that. You know what I'm saying?
But cry about what though? It's got to be some legitimate shit you're crying about.
Some legitimate shit. I'm not saying to go out there and cry about every fucking thing. But, the topic that we're on. Like, I'm talking about some deep shits. Like, maybe a flaw or something he's struggling with, or because some girls would be like, "Fuck you, nigga, you ain't shit." Like,
bitch ass nigga.
Bitch ass nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look at him cry
Look
on the
at
phone
him.
with their parent. Crying. He's in the bathroom crying like a bitch.
He in the shower, balled up in the fetal position, sobbing and shit.
Yeah, like
probably lose attraction for you and shit.
So do you think it's important as a man to be able to talk about?
I think it's important, like, as a human being, to be able to express yourself and, you know what I'm saying, get out whatever you need to get out, especially with your significant other. Like, if you can't talk about like what's bothering you to your partner and they attack you for it, then it's a problem. Major red flag, you know what I'm saying?
Major red flag. For sure.
If you're in a healthy relationship, whether you're a man or a woman, you should be able to express your feelings to the person without, you know what I'm saying, without feeling attacked, without feeling belittled, without feeling like you shouldn't have said what you said. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we all ain't in healthy relationships.
Yeah, and for the women, you know, for the women who think like, oh yeah, he's just a bitch or something like that, like, it's crazy because those are probably the same women who, you know, because that thought that men shouldn't cry and stuff like that, that's kind of like a traditional value that women see in a man. But, you know, those same women, when we talk about things that are a traditional value, they'll be like, well, what the fuck? We can't go out there and work.
It's 2022.
Yeah. But, you know, just for the women, I'm not talking about all women, but just for the women who do think that men can't, you know, that are, you know, men that express themselves and stuff like that are bitches and stuff like that. You know, I think that we as humans should be able to, like you said, be able to do these things to tap into our feelings and talk about those feelings and you know.
Yeah.
And
but not to cut you off, but I do feel like it's a line. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, what's the line?
You should express yourself in like the bounds of manhood. You know, you shouldn't just be out here sobbing every day over spilled milk and shit.
Like I said, if we're talking about like
legitimate
in your relationship, whatever. Okay, let me ask you: have you ever cried in your relationship?
Yeah, I done cried.
Okay, so whatever you.
But like when people like passed away in my life that I really love, that's about the only shit. It's hard to make me cry. You know what I'm saying? And the only shit.
Why is that? Is it ego for you?
No, it's not ego. It's just I'm an easygoing person. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't let things get to me as much because I'm so rational and like the way I am, and so like logic rules my life, and like I know it's no. Like you're not gaining nothing from letting shit affect you. You know what I'm saying? Like you just expending. Like to me, like I can be upset about something, but I would rather spend that energy trying to figure out a solution to the problem. And if it's no foreseeable solution to the problem, I just don't bother myself with worrying about it.
So you don't let things, like, would you say that's like confidence, right? You know, you're really confident in yourself in a sense?
It's just wisdom that I've gained over life when, you know what I'm saying, in my younger days, I would let shit get to me too much. And over time, I came to the realization, kind of like a fuck it mentality when shit.
Okay, so, but, you know, that's good for you. You know, that's good for you. But I feel like, you know, the people that don't have these qualities, you know, and these things that they learn, you know, maybe they had a rough life. They, you know, because obviously that's from your upbringing. Your parents raised you to be this type of person, in a sense, and from your lessons you learned. But there's some people out there who, you know, didn't grow up like that, didn't have the, you know, because I would say for me, you know, I'm gonna be honest, this quote goes like I would say I'm only sensitive on topics like, you know, that, like you said, being somebody passing away or something, you know, I'm not going to expose my relationship, but, you know, not all relationships are perfect and stuff like that. So certain things that I may have done that were wrong, you know what I'm saying, in an argument or something like that. And it depends if it's something that was damaging, then I know it was damaging to my relationship that I maybe fucked up or something like that. I would shed a tear. I would cry over that because that's how I express myself when I'm sorry towards my, you know, my wife or my relationship. But I don't think that makes me, you know, in my relationship, that doesn't make me a bitch because I feel like, you know, I only do that with the person I'm now. You a person that bumps into me, like a regular person on the streets can't, You feel me? That it's no. I feel like how you feel.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, it's got to be something that really touches me, and I'm sure I've cried about something else in my life, but mostly I cry when like somebody, because I got a big family, you know, and nothing touches me like the death of like somebody who I really loved and shit, and I just the finality of like losing somebody to death and like.
Yeah, I mean, I
just
think
not
we felt
there
that
no
on
more.
one of the episodes, cause
Yeah, when my cousin
Yeah.
died and stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's what really like, I don't know, it's just something that like, you know, like when somebody dies and you like,
you think of you grasp like the last thing that you.
or like when you first hear about it and it's kind of like unbelievable and surreal until you like call somebody or somebody else from your family calls you and you straight up until the point where they ask you, like, you okay? And you
Yeah.
you get the reminiscing, and then it just
Comes
it
out.
it just erupts out of you and shit. Like I done had a few times like that. Like even now, like talking about it, my eyes kind of like welling up and shit.
I feel you.
I don't know, man. Like I'm not like.
So you would you say you have a hard time handling death? Like
I have a hard time handling death because of the finality of it and shit, and just like that's one thing I haven't like come to terms within like my and like our existence.
Yeah.
Like the inevitability of like
death.
Yeah. It's hard for me to even like discuss it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I had a you know, I think it's very important, like and I like I said, I can say it, you know, like when my cousin passed away, you know, a couple years back, I had the same problem, man. I actually put myself into like counseling. I think we had this discussion. I told you that off the record. Like, yeah, I put myself into some counseling because like I also too have a very, and it's a little harder when you're far away, you know, when you're far away from home and
you can't go to the funeral.
You know, of course you have your wife and, you know, you have the people, but you know, my wife doesn't know everybody in my family. So it's like, it's kind of hard to, you know, normally when you're home, you can go right there and you can relate. I'm not saying it's harder, but you know, you can mourn with your family. You know, it was a little harder for me out here. And yeah, man, I had definitely had to check myself in, you know, to see a counselor and talk about these things. And I've never really been like, I'm going to go see a counselor. But, you know, that shit was, you know, I think as I got older, it's gotten, you know, when it comes to death, I feel like I think about it.
The fear of it
is stronger. Yeah. So, you know, I couldn't really understand it. So, you know, these feelings, I definitely, so if anybody, you know, I'm just going to say that if anybody has like, you know, death in their family and, you know, they having these things, man, you should definitely, it's okay to.
Yeah. Don't be ashamed.
Don't be ashamed. Yeah. Cause it definitely, I mean, I'm not saying counseling helps everybody, but you know, I think if you go in there with the right intentions and stuff like that, and you really want to talk to somebody who don't know you know what I'm saying? It helps, because it definitely helped me. But yeah, man, other than that, like, you know, talking about, you know, back, you know, on the topic, you know, talking about deep feelings and stuff like that, I think it's important.
But to like expound on like the whole conversation of what you brought up about like emotions and feelings and shit, not just like as men, but like I feel like as Black people, it's like for a long time, at least when I was growing up, it was looked at like nobody in my life ever mentioned like therapy. You know what I'm saying? Like Black people feel like if you go to a therapist, from my understanding, if you go to a therapist, you crazy or you
sure.
weak. You know what I'm saying? Because we just supposed to suck everything up and
because we get shit already.
Yeah, keep pushing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? I feel like therapy was more of like a white thing until now, because you know certain people from the Black community are like trying to normalize like Black people, you know, seeking, you know, mental health therapy and shit like that and taking the stigma away from it and stuff, which I think is a good thing.
Very good thing. Because therapy, like I said, it definitely helps, and I think it's important. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, because, you know, there's people that's professionals. I mean, they study this shit, man, and, you know.
But it's probably harder for Black people to find a therapist that really
can relate to them.
Can relate to like Black culture and certain things that might, you know, go awry or happen within like the lifestyles that black people live, because it is a difference between like living as a black person and living as whatever other person.
Yeah, that's true. Never thought about that.
That was my like that. It was a problem for me out here.
Yeah, but you know, when I sat through counseling and stuff like that, and I talked about like my relationship with my cousin and stuff, like they, you know, I think in the beginning it's a little uneasy, but like they give you the room to talk about those things. You can explain to them, and they, granted, I understand they didn't go through it and experience it like we did, but they definitely understand. I mean, at least my counselor, she definitely understood, like, you know, in a sense, where I was coming from and how. But the main focus was my feelings, you know, and she was able to tap in and give me constructive things.
I feel like a good therapist only is there as like a buffer, like somebody to listen to you openly and to
not judge you,
not lead you in any direction, but to listen to what you're saying and ask the right questions and help you figure out
to
what
make
the problem
you think,
is.
You know?
To make you think and help you figure out what the fuck is going on that's got you feeling however you feeling. And a bad therapist is somebody who implants stuff in your head and ideas in your head and stuff like that. Like these gender affirming therapists, but we're not gonna go down that road.
Well, like I said, the importance of that's very important. I think men, women, whoever you are, you should definitely go out there and you should be able to speak about these deep feelings and stuff, whatever it is. And we kind of drifted off into death. Don't know how we did that, but you know.
But that was a good little conversation there, though.
So next question.
Next question is one I have. I was watching this Netflix show. I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's like a black dude. He's falsely accused of like murdering somebody, and he go to jail for like 10 years. Real good Netflix show. I don't know what the fuck.
Is it For Life?
For Life. You seen that shit?
Of course, I seen the whole.
So
they
just
canceled it.
Yeah, but it was like 2 seasons.
It was good.
It was fucking
50 Cent.
If that 50 Cent produced that, damn, 50 Cent got some. But I'm gonna just lay out the story for everybody. So I think he went to jail for like 8 or 10 years or something.
Yeah,
or that's how much time he spent.
It wasn't for murder though. It was for
like selling drugs.
Selling drugs in his club.
Yeah, they thought he had something to do with a girl ODing and stuff like that, and it was to a real powerful black man that ended up getting him locked up because he owned the club and stuff. But that's beside the point though. So he went to jail for a long time, had a wife and a kid before he was wrongly accused and got sentenced to however many years. And he had a best friend that was there for him and his family, like in his time of need, and they was cool beforehand and shit like that. And over the years, the friend got closer with the wife from like visits with him and helping him with stuff and stuff like that. And the friend ended up smashing the nigga wife.
Oh man. You know that
without even telling him.
And then told him why he.
Cause they at a point he was in there for so long they gave up on him. Even the wife gave up on him. Even though he was fighting, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna become a lawyer." Cause the dude ended up becoming a lawyer and getting himself out of the situation. But I guess they felt like it was so far fetched for him to like actually do that shit.
Actually do it.
Then when he was doing it, they were like, "Oh shit, this nigga finna get out."
No,
he been fucking and shit.
No, they told him before. He knew it while he was in prison.
Yeah, but this was on the verge of him trying to get himself out. After
it was
he had already passed
it was
the bar.
Unbelievable. Like they didn't think he was gonna get out, and she told him, and then he kept striving and finally got out. And had to deal with that.
Had to deal and was living. Had to go back to the I remember the scene where he like walked into the house with his bag and shit. Probably the first thought he had was like,
"Yeah,
this nigga probably."
How would you feel? How would you feel? How would you feel if
Jesus Christ
at the camera? If you had a person who was you're in prison, same story, and smashing your wife is a friend.
Your wife, who's the mother of your child.
Yes.
How would I feel?
How would you feel?
Would I go back to her?
Would you go back to her?
Fuck no, nigga.
How would you feel? How would you handle like now no funny shit? Cause there's people out there that shit really happens to.
That's one of the biggest dangers of going to prison.
Okay, so like how would you deal with that? Like
I would just erase. I mean, it would be hard to erase her from my life because we got a child. But I would never look at her the same ever again. I definitely would never sleep with her again. You know what I'm saying? Maybe when I first got out, I would smash one hard ass, rough ass time.
Because that's the first thing you can get right there,
Yeah,
right?
it's the first. It's just the most guaranteed piece I could probably get, like fresh out of jail and shit. And I would make her feel real, like it's all good. And then after that, you know what I'm saying? I would only deal with her through like
because you touched
taking care of my child.
After prison, you could still touch that.
After prison, probably, because I just been in prison for 10 years, so it don't matter, you know. But after that, after I got my rocks off, I'll probably get a restraining order against that bitch or some shit for wrongful some shit. I don't know, but
shit.
I would not deal with her romantically or
in your
anyway.
relationship with your friend.
I might go back to jail
look.
what the fuck I do to that nigga.
Yo, so but it was the way he did it, man. He took care of the child. He was doing his thing. Because he did, I ain't gonna hold you.
The friend.
Son did his thing. He's doing his thing.
But you can do your thing and help take care of shit. But don't smash my chick, bro. And you know, like, I'm like pining for her and trying to get back to her the whole time. And y'all just gonna give up on me and start smashing?
Damn. How would you feel? Like, you ever hear these stories, man? You know, I'm not trying to laugh about it, but I heard some wild stories
about
in
what?
the army, boy.
Oh, in the army, the deployment stories?
The deployment stories is off the chain.
I heard a few when I was in there.
Like, how would you feel if you go on deployment? You're out there fighting a war. Don't know if you're going to come home.
Fighting a motherfucking war.
A war.
And your chick back home getting smashed by whoever the fuck.
Sergeant fucking... I done heard people that was like in the company, like NCO. Like I done heard a story where it's a private, his first deployment in like during the full scale of the war.
Yeah.
And the NCO that stayed back on Rear D, that was coming to the family meetings.
She gave me a chill just thinking about that shit.
Because you know how it go in the army. Like the family is very, very close. You know you got to go to, like, they try to involve the wives in the military meetings. Yeah. You know there's a lot of NCOs that stay back, and you know they got to lead these things.
Giving the chicks the rear D.
And then they giving bitches the rear D.
The rear D. That's probably why they called it that shit.
You remember? You remember? Have you seen Jarhead?
I probably have.
You don't remember when his wife sent him? Well, in the movie, the wife sends the video,
and it's a porn,
of the neighbor fucking the wife.
Jesus.
And then she says in the video, while she's getting hit, you know, from behind. This might be a little too R-rated for TikTok. She was like, what she said? She was like, "Who's screwing around now?"
Oh my God!
And he started throwing up.
Oh, I would have probably threw up too, nigga. That's wild, but that's a reality of like being a soldier.
That made him sick to his stomach
and being deployed. Can you imagine? I couldn't imagine.
And he got the video like happy, like blah blah blah. He was like, they were like, "Who is that?" And he was like, "That's my neighbor." And he was like, "That's my wife." And then he was just looking, and then she comes to the camera close. She's like, "Who's screwing around now?"
Jesus Christ! So he was cheating on her before.
I guess. I mean,
she got him back. He was asking for that shit. You don't cheat and get caught and then go fucking deploy for 15 months.
It didn't go on to the lights. Whatever the fuck the nigga did.
I mean, what she said implied that he cheated before and she knew about it.
But that's not the way to do it.
Why this nigga in a war zone and shit? You don't want that nigga to come back. You probably gonna fucking jump on them. The niggas that jump on grenades and shit.
What about
I got nothing to lose.
Look. What about the wives? What about that's a fact, though. That's a fact. But what about the wives who the husband's on deployment, chilling, you know, fighting that war?
Yeah.
Come back, house, crib gone.
Oh, they take everything.
All the
from
money.
them.
Kids gone.
They take everything.
And they with the best friend.
It's so foul, man. But like I said, it's reality of being a soldier and deploying. I remember when I deployed to fucking Iraq for 15 months. Thank God I was single. I had started seeing this woman, like this Mexican chick I met in San Antonio, like a week before I deployed.
Mm-hmm.
And like we was cool, we liked each other, but I told her like I'm finna deploy and I'm not trying to catch no feelings and shit because I know I'm gonna be gone for a long time and shit. And I like, you know, corresponded with her a little bit. Like we wrote back and forth a few times, like when I first got there and like you know, them internet cafe calls and shit like that to her sometimes. But after a while, after a few months, she just faded away. And I was glad because when you over there in Iraq at war and shit, you don't want to be pining away for no woman. You don't want to have to, like, if I was over there with a whole, like, with my lifestyle now with a whole family and kids and shit, like,
that'll be all running through your mind.
It would be running through my mind the whole time. I was just over there worried about me. You know what I'm saying? That was enough. Yeah. Worried about am I gonna get blew the fuck up today for my family type shit.
Is it hard? Here, I got a question. Is it like, although cheating is cheating, it's of course 100% wrong. Like some of these men that are in the military for so long, you know, also the lifestyle of a dependent. Like, you know, some of them come. You know, I'm talking about during the time when it was like deployment back to back to back, the height of the war, right? Like. These women that were just home, the husband comes, they get pregnant, and the husband leaves. They're doing it all by themselves and shit. Like, do you feel like that's I'm not saying it's right, but do you feel like the women that went through that and that did that had it hard, or do you think they? I'm
sure they had it hard. I'm sure
they know what they were signing up for.
They should have known what they were signing up for.
That's what I think too.
But that don't make it no less difficult for a woman to like. You know, because a lot of women in military, like people fall in love pretty fast, and they fall in love fast and hard,
and for the wrong reasons.
For the wrong reasons. But that ain't to say that they ain't really in love and shit. And then all of a sudden, your husband get orders to get deployed to some strange country to go to war. I mean, of course it's hard, and like these women are human beings. You know, every woman ain't got the willpower to fight them urges for a year and some change when y'all probably been fucking, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them get married like real fast, and then 2 months later they got to deploy. Y'all probably been fucking every day. Then all of a sudden there's no
beginning love.
Yeah, that old honeymoon phase, and then all of a sudden there's no fucking, and you just supposed to like go cold turkey for a year and a half, and that ain't even your job. You know what I'm saying? And you still living your life. When your dude go to Iraq and shit, so you know they eventually at first they might be strong first few months.
I'm here for you, baby.
Yeah, I'm here for you. I would never do that. 6 months down the line,
but women are definitely more vulnerable too during that time period. That's how you get a lot of these NCOs and shit fucking them because you know they're vulnerable. I can't lie, you know. But it still doesn't give him.
And it's
right
like the separation, like he a world away. He would maybe never find out. You know what I'm saying? I could just get my rocks off 1 or 2 times. He'd never find out.
Because you always used to see them right at the fucking, what do you call them? Like the pubs. Like soon as, you know when a unit was deploying.
Because you see all the wives out.
You see all the wives out. They all be out.
That's sad. That's so savage. That's crazy. So sad, man.
And I feel bad. And I've seen some shit, man, to where I was like when all just that we was laughing and shit, but like it's like damn, it's like fucked up because you know being in the military, you know what you're giving up. You know what I'm saying? Like you know people don't really look at it like that, but you really giving up like your life. Anything could happen to you. You know what I'm saying? When
you signing up for
you signed up for it, but it's still there. You know what you signed up for.
It's kind of like a prison sentence in a sense.
Yeah, facts.
But I smashed the chick, dude, wife in Iraq.
That's crazy.
My boss's wife. I fucked my boss's wife.
Damn. You about to be in the comments like, what? You just ended a relationship. God damn.
I won't say no names and shit, and I was totally single this time.
Drop the name. No.
I don't really even remember her name or his name. But, you know, I was a new private, and I was in Kuwait, and I was like fresh meat, you know what I'm saying? And like the NCO over my the NCO that like, you know what I'm saying, ruled my shop or whatever, his wife was I think she was a cook or some shit, but she was like a E6.
Mm-hmm.
I was a private, just got there. We in Kuwait, and it ain't many chicks in our unit, so all of them was like, oh, new niggas.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They like on the same shit.
And then only even smaller number went to deployment with us. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a handful of them, and all the dudes looking at them. And they looking at all the new niggas that just got shipped in to get deployed and shit. So they looking at me like, oh, this nigga cute. You know what I'm saying? And like I walk around, I'm talking to a group of chicks and I could just feel the pheromones coming off of them. Like they like just sniffing around me and shit, giggling at everything I say and shit. And the boss chick, she ain't saying nothing. But I walk around the corner out of the defect and somebody throw me up against the wall. And I'm thinking I'm finna have to fight a nigga, and it's her. And she like come
you
right.
Think it's like fucking.
I'm thinking the Taliban ain't got up on me outside the defect, you know what I'm saying? But she threw me up against the wall, and she real short. She like come right here to me. And she like,
she said, pants down.
Nah, it's a whole bunch of, it's a whole bunch of people around the other corner. But she was like, you mine. Like all these other little chicks,
like,
don't be.
That's like jail.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay. You know, and then, because the first fob we went to, I'm sorry, baby, for telling this story, but, you know, it's a long time ago. But the first fob we went to was pretty built up. You know, we had a basketball court. We had, like, internet cafe, a gym, a shop, you know, all the amenities of McDonald's and shit. You know, we played ball every Sunday and shit. And we had like actual living quarters, like trailers and shit. And one day she was like, I ain't gonna tell this. Should I tell this story?
I mean, do what you want. You talk about your first.
If not, I'll cut it out if it get too salacious. But yeah, she made me like sneak to her fucking, cause you know in Iraq it's illegal for you to have sex.
Yeah, of
like,
course. Yeah.
On duty, like
I heard there was women getting pregnant in.
Yeah, but they probably would go to Leavenworth. They probably got some years. Like you go to jail for having sex in a war area and shit.
Do they check you when you get back?
They don't check you, but if they catch you,
that I'm saying, like, what if you're pregnant and you're about to like your couple? I've heard women that gotten pregnant, but like they were leaving in the next couple months. It's 9 months till fucking the baby's there.
I would assume if a chick get pregnant in deployment, they would follow up on that shit if it don't make too much sense. But normally they have to like catch you in the act.
Yeah.
Because they watching everybody. Like I had to really like 007 like mission sneak to this chick's trailer and shit like in the because you know at night it's never dark because all the floodlights are on all during the night and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I got fucking
behind every shadow you possibly
all
could.
the shadows I was creeping, nigga. I was doing flips on the ground and shit, looking out and shit. And I finally got there and she had like some old homemade like vodka ready for me. She was like, drink this.
Damn.
Got me drunk and you know, whatever happened. And at the time I didn't even know that she was my boss, my big boss's wife. That came out later on.
So
but that happened.
Yeah. So last question. Last question on the top.
Hold up. What's finna turn off in
the TV?
Oh, the TV.
So
is the remote somewhere? Is the remote over there, bro?
Silver.
Just push something. Let me see it.
Why do you like blonde, sir?
It's still saying it's about to turn off.
It's on the setting, that's why. It's like the regular setting, probably. It's all good because I was about to start the next topic.
Yeah, go ahead.
Not yet. Oh, you want to keep it?
I'm glad you're honest about that because a lot of people, they don't like.
What the fuck is this? Hold up. Move your arm real quick, bro. I need to see this.
We can cut this out. Anyways, the last topic is gonna be quick because it's already about to be 12, and he has to get on this last train.
All right.
Okay. So, last topic.
Okay.
To close out, is it okay to be friends with your ex?
To be friends with your ex
Be friends with your ex
while you're in a relationship.
while you're in a relationship. Is it okay?
Define friends though.
Friends with your ex. This
Like
simple
y'all
as that.
talk often.
I just no. I'm not explaining nothing. Is it cool to be friends with your ex?
No, I think not. It depends on the person, but for me, I steer clear of my exes. Like you break up, if we're in a relationship, we break up. I Beerus Hakayu, like you're erased. You did not exist.
All right, so
for my sanity and for the health of my current relationship.
what do you say for women or men who are probably going to be in our comments that say it's okay to have a good relationship with your ex and stuff like that?
I mean, like I say to them, to each his own. You know, some people feel like
I'm talking about even if you have children. Because I'm going to tell you this.
okay, that's a different story.
I don't think you should be friends, though, with them.
Yeah, friends is a strong word.
Nah, because, for example, you know, I have an ex, and when it comes to my child, like, you know, I kind of, you know, we just talk about children. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing
I think that's
else,
the best.
nothing more. We're not doing nothing, you know what I'm saying? It's just that, you know?
Yeah.
Some people say that it's okay, you know? So I just wanted to ask, and I wanted to ask the people, is it okay to be friends with your ex? Hit us up in the comments. I just want to know. Simple.
Because I feel like that opens the doors to other things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. And that's why
Maybe not even on your end, but they could be plotting.
But there's some people out there that are. I'm not knocking nobody. I just want to know. Like, I'm not saying that. Just don't go off my opinion.
Yeah.
Or Tommy's opinion.
But the people that's doing that is more likely that they still smashing them exes too.
You think so?
Yeah, man. I feel like
Even in a strong relationship,
the door is open, bro. Because like,
exactly.
if you're not with that person no more, like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. For me, you know.
Yeah, for me, that's what I'm saying. I would like, and if you are friends with your ex, we're not criticizing you, but if you are friends with your ex, tell us like in the comments, like why is it okay, and like how is the relationship?
Maybe if you like single, you know what I'm saying, and y'all just friends.
Yeah.
'Cause you was never really attracted to them anyway, and you know, on some whatever circumstance. I would be more inclined to be friends with an ex if I'm single and I'm totally over them.
Yeah,
you know, I have no
I agree.
desire to like sleep with them anymore, or I'm not pining over nothing, like not reminiscing on the good times no more. It's just totally straight up friendship, because I still fuck with you, and I don't have to appease nobody else, you know, or I'm not in a relationship where you might threaten my relationship.
Yeah.
I'm just me, and I'm living, and I'm single. Then cool, we can still be friends. We in Germany, we can go get a coffee and a fucking crepe sometime and chop it up.
Fast.
Talk about people we might be smashing, because it ain't nothing between us.
You're
you
friends.
know, because we friends.
I was talking about more on the, you know, I guess on the relationship aspect.
I feel like it's dangerous.
It's
if you're in a
dangerous.
relationship.
I know some people that do it though. Like I know some people that
I know
do
of
it.
some
Doesn't
people.
doesn't bother them or anything like that. But I mean, like you said, I feel like that it will open doors and shit like that. Maybe not even on the person's side, maybe on the other person's side. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of
The other person could be plotting on you.
Yeah, for sure.
Trying to get you back type shit, you know?
Devious
type shit, you know?
But yeah, let us know what y'all think in the comments, man, and let us know if you are in a relationship with your ex and you're in a relationship. How like let us know how that's going. Like we're not judging you. We just want to know how do you make that work? I guess.
Yeah.
Without those doors being open.
I think majority of the time they still fucking on the low.
Yeah, I think so too.
On the low ski woski. But yeah, that was a good one to close it on out. I think we done did 2 hours at this point?
2 hours at this point, yeah. Sure.
Yeah, that was a good one, man. It was a lot of good points we made, good quotables in there.
Yeah, hold on a second. Nah, I'm saying.
You about to pull the T out.
I'm about to pull the T out one more time. She ain't tagged me, man. Or you ain't tagging her. What's
The
up?
people was recognizing her and shit, but they wasn't tagging her. They was just writing her name out and shit. If they would tag her, she would have probably seen that shit already.
She need a tag her. Yo, can I pull it out or not?
That's on you, nigga. That's your side. That's your cam.
Hold on. Yo. Tell Shorty to let me sponsor me with this
What's
shit.
the name of that shit? Dirty?
Dirty. This shit fire. Fuck
I ain't gonna lie, that's a fire name though.
Yeah, it's fire.
Dirty.
Yo, look. Let me get like 100 of these shipped to Tommy's crib. And let me, you know what I'm saying? Let's sponsor us, cause I fucks with DC. I drink like 3 of these bitches a day, bitch. I'm about to catch diabetes like a motherfucker out here. But yeah. Was it
Shireen David or David or some shit.
I don't know how
like
to
that.
say it the German way. But
The
yo,
German
hit us
Nicki
up.
Minaj.
Yeah, hit us up. Yeah, you done ruined it.
She is. I'm sure. Just like we was saying, all these chicks out here, they just, you know, offspring of Nicki Minaj, and she one of them.
Ain't nothing wrong with
to
that.
the T. Let me look her up real quick before we get out. I want the people to, just for our American audience, to know what the fuck she even look like.
Maybe that's her inspiration.
I'm sure it is. It's pretty obvious that that's the inspiration. How the fuck you spell her name? Oh,
but do you think there's anything wrong with that? Like, how she?
Not necessarily, but you know.
Come on, bro. I want her to have, I want the dirty. Stop talking hot on here, my nigga.
I mean, imitation is the best form of flattery, is what they say. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
With the tongue out? He said, damn.
Is a picture with a tongue out?
Yeah, go back.
Down?
No, back.
Back.
To the main shit. Right there.
Which one?
Up there in the corner. The tongue out. That's like a Nicki Minaj pose, right?
Definitely a Nicki Minaj pose. I'm gonna say Shireen David. How the fuck you spell Nicki? Minaj.
Damn, I hope they don't see this. They're gonna be like, bitch, you can't spell.
Google will correct me. Autocorrect fucked my shit up.
Nah, what about this picture?
Which one?
Just because she's wearing this one right here.
This one? Look. Oh, they got the same outfit on.
That's Cardi B though.
Oh, that's Cardi B. Well, she probably a product of Cardi B too. She came out after Cardi B.
I heard it. He said, damn, where she live?
I think she live in like Berlin or some shit. Let me see it. We can't play the music for the people, but let's look up one of her music videos.
With no sound.
Because we don't want to get no copyright strike. Shireen David Gibbon. Yeah,
that's her drink. That shit fire.
That shit is every goddamn where.
I fucks with it.
Oh, we can hear that shit.
Yeah, I can hear it, but you can't play the music though.
Yeah, I'll just have to cut the music out
I'll
in
just
post.
mute it. I'll just mute it now, bro.
I hate I hate YouTube commercials, man.
Hold on, let's see.
We can use that as a TikTok clip. We can play that shit. We can give her some fucking TikTok views on her song.
Yo, come on the show.
That would be dope. I know you speak English because you obviously a Nicki Minaj fan. She even moves like Nicki.
Did she just say Nicki? Did she say Shiki?
Wait, go. Let me go back a little bit. Even the way that she just did her voice like that. Wait. That's Nicki.
Yeah, but I mean, fuck it.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying,
Yo, look.
Nicki is obviously her inspiration.
Bring me the tea. I fucks with it. Don't give Tommy no tea. Put my name on it. Matter of fact, I want it engraved.
I fucks with you, Shireen. I'm just pointing out the obvious. You know what I'm saying? I'm just pointing out the obvious.
And I fucks with the mango one. I see you drop that shit. That shit fire. Let me get like 30 crates of the bitches. Nigga. I need it. I fucking need it. But yeah, man, let's close it out. You know what I
But
mean?
she dope. I ain't
She is
gonna
dope,
say
yeah.
the first time I got introduced to her was on that DSDS, that Germany's the talent show that be on German public. You never seen DSDS?
I just watch Super Talent. That shit lit.
Is that the one that's
with Bruce and
that Dieter?
I don't know.
Dieter Bohlen.
Maybe. I don't fucking know.
It's like Deutschland sucht dein Superstar. That's the name of the show.
You gotta put that shit in there. You probably said that wrong.
Yeah. It was it's Deutschland sucht dein Superstar. Some shit like that. I probably said it wrong.
Oh, and she was on the show.
She was a judge.
Oh,
It was
okay.
her and like K1. And you know who K1 is? He another like.
Nah.
He's pretty trash though. I ain't looking for no sponsorship. So I can be honest. You trash K1. But yeah. Shouts out to Shireen David.
Yeah, come on the show. Yo, for real, if you see this, yo, come on the show and bring me like at least one tea.
Yeah, that would be dope.
That'd be dope.
Hopefully you speak enough English. If not, we'll do some German lessons.
Yeah, you're in Berlin anyways, right?
Yeah.
Come on, it's only 8 hours away. And you're rich.
Yeah, but shouts out to you, man. She really doing her thing out here, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good marketing.
Yeah, definitely. Sex sales.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we can
talked about a lot today.
Yeah, we talked about a lot
felt
of
good
shit
about this podcast. Hope everybody else did too.
Yeah. But on that note, we're gonna get the fuck out of here, man. You got anything else you wanted to say to the people?
Nah, man. Just keep commenting. You know what I'm saying? You might fuck around, be famous on our show.
Yeah,
and,
we will point out the best TikToks every episode,
good or bad.
Yeah.
But other than that, we appreciate everybody who's been following us, who's been fucking with us. If you see us in public, except when I'm with my family and shit, don't be coming up to me. But like, I appreciate the love. Yeah, we both appreciate it, man. It's cool.
Yeah, man. So that has been episode 21. This is the Quote Goat podcast. We appreciate everybody tuning in, whether it's an Instagram reel, a TikTok, a YouTube video. We appreciate all the comments. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate all the likes, all the subscriptions, because this shit is really shaping up to be something. And be on the lookout for the merch soon too.
Yeah, the merch, man. We got some crazy, got some crazy shit coming y'all way.
Got some crazy shit coming. We trying to have it done even before then, but I'm performing at Hip Hop Garden on July 2nd. It's a big hip hop festival out here in Nuremberg. They have it at the airport. Last time I did it, it was like 10,000 people there.
I'm gonna be dancing on the motherfucking stage.
Yeah,
nigga.
Vinny gonna be on stage.
Yeah,
it's probably gonna be like 15,000 people there this time. It's gonna be lit, and we're gonna try to have the merch ready by then. You know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for that. And other than that, we'll see y'all next week, man.
Hell yeah.
Peace.
Bow. Yo, if you enjoyed this podcast, you already know what to do.
And if you don't know what to do, I'm gonna tell you what to do. Hit that subscribe, hit the bell icon, and give us a like. Cause it's the Quote Goat podcast, man. You can't go wrong. Tune in every weekday, 6 o'clock, Friday, full episodes on YouTube and Spotify. Hit us up on the Instagram. Give us topics. And we appreciate it, man. Quote Goats podcast. We out.